Well, hello, very good morning. How are you guys? It's so good to have your company. My name is Charlie, just in case we haven't met. And do you know what? We're going to get all of our houses ready for the new year. Do you know what? Are you ready for Christmas? I hope you are. I'm sort of getting there. But after that Christmas, after that new year, which is a funny time, isn't it? We're thinking about getting our houses spick and span ready for 2026. And we're going to do that, not with chemicals, but with the natural sanitising power of steam. Yes, we're back here with a Polti, and I've got to say, this deal tonight is so good. You're actually saving £120. Now, we've got lots of demonstrations. You know what? I'm not going to show you how this works. We are joined with our Bev, who is also known as the Queen of Steam. Bev, good to see you.
Good morning.
You don't mind that title, do you? The Queen of Steam?
No, why not? Why not? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Oh, bit of spring cleaning.
We like this one, don't we?
That's what we want. We want a good bit of spring cleaning. I like to give you a steamy weekend. You know that, don't you? There you go. And you can steam clean every surface in your home with the power of water.
Of water. So that's just tap water in there?
Just tap water. That's all heated to a specific temperature.
Yeah.
That's going to kill germs and help to kill bacteria.
Oh, so I can't wait, Bev. Thank you so much. If you haven't seen Bev's shows before, stay exactly where you are, because we're live here until 3 a.m. and we're going to have this thing singing and dancing. Now, we're live exclusively on Freeview Channel 89, but we're joining our friends on ITV1 and STV in about 50 minutes. When that happens, we expect this to get really busy. So if you're tempted by it, add it into your basket and beat the potential rust, because this is going to be flying. Well, this is exactly what you're getting. So, as Bev said, it's good for all around the house, and this is why. You're going to get the brush, you're going to get the carpet accessory, the small window cleaning accessory. We're thinking shower screens as well. You're going to get the round bristles, which are really good for that extra agitation. And you get the steam concentrator nozzle, the spatula, and 5 microfibre cloth heads. Ordinarily, you'd expect 1, but now you're going to get 5. And you're also going to get the socket, which is also machine washable. But do you know what? Normally, for all of this, would be £279. Please do not spend more than you need to. You really don't have to. At the moment, you're going to save £120. And just think, how much money do you spend on chemicals? You know, 1 for your hard floors, 1 for your carpets, 1 for your upholstery, 1 for your oven, 1 for your microwave, you know, 1 for your kitchen, 1 for your bath. It keeps on going. The sooner we can start investing in a piece of kit like this, in the what I think is the ultimate steam cleaner, you're bound to start saving money long term. No more chemical cleaners. It's just tap water. So 453-594 is the item number. The easiest way to shop is on the website shopontv.co.uk. Now, when you're on the website, by the way, just click live on air. Then if you scroll down, you'll see all of these amazing offers we've got live in the early hours of this morning, of this Sunday morning. Now, we've got the steamer on the show. We've also got this. We've got the handheld. Now, this is the styler. So, do you know when it comes to, you know, I would take this in my suitcase. When I go in hotels, I live in hotels, you don't always trust that iron, do you? And also, do they even have an iron? This is so good for travel purposes. And also, if you don't want to get the ironing board out, just at home, you just want to give your clothes a quick freshen up, drop out those creases. This is going to do that beautifully. Now, you're going to save money here. You're actually saving £20 if you buy this live from us here on Shop on TV today. Yes, we're live from the studio. It's just gone midnight on this Sunday morning, the 21st, and we're going to have a really good show. Shortest day of the year, is it? Didn't know that. Shortest day? It's the winter solstice today. Didn't know that. Hey, how about this? It'll be summer before you know it. Right, 974-503 is the item number. I could really do with one of that. Just want to freshen up some clothes and drop out some creases. That's going to be absolutely ideal. But, Bev, do you know, I'm really looking forward to this, because, do you know what? I think you're like me. You know when Christmas is done, you're ready for the next year, aren't you? I'm ready for the next thing.
Get rid of the decorations, get them all down, get everywhere clean, and we're ready to go.
And we're ready to go. It feels good, I think, doesn't it? Getting your house...
Start the new year fresh.
Yeah, clean and ready for the new year.
Yeah.
And this is going to be perfect for that.
Absolutely, because the thing is, I don't like using chemicals.
No.
I had a very nasty experience with the chemicals once. Tried to clean the shower and used 2 different types of chemicals. And, of course, they had a bit of a reaction, and I was in the middle of it. And it wasn't very pleasant.
Oh, bless you. No, it's not nice. You don't know, do you?
No,
especially
you don't.
around the kitchen, I don't like using chemicals.
No, because
you know.
you're going to ingest whatever's there on there.
Yeah.
So I had to find an alternative way of cleaning, and I found steam cleaning, and that's over 20 years ago. And I have to say, when you start steam cleaning, you will not go back to buying chemicals, because it is just so easy. And to be honest, in my opinion, it's a more thorough clean.
Right, okay.
Because when you use a chemical on a surface, you always leave a little bit of that chemical behind.
Yeah, I've used the anti-bac stuff, and
yes.
yeah.
Yep, and it leaves that sticky residue behind. So it feels all sticky and tacky.
It does.
Well, that means that if you're sticking to it, that means the dirt will stick to it a lot easier.
Ah, this is it. And it doesn't always look as clean.
No.
It must be a good feeling, because once you've got this, you just go to the tap to fill it up, and that's it.
Absolutely. And you've got power at your fingertips literally in about 2 minutes. Look at that power.
Yeah, fair play.
And it's also continuous. It's not going weaker and then getting stronger. It's maintaining that pressure. That's what you're paying your money for.
Yeah.
That's the quality of this
That's
product.
why I love Polti, isn't it?
Exactly.
I've used some other steam cleaners over the years, and sometimes it's just... You know,
it
just
gets wet
spits and splatters, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that is so responsive, and your word, consistent.
Consistent, and it's powerful all the time.
Yes, that's exactly what you want from a steam cleaner, yeah.
Also, if you want to add water to this, if you run out, let's say you're halfway through a job, run out of water, you don't have to wait for it to cool down. You can simply take that to the tap and fill it up and click it into position while it's on. You can also turn the steam pressure down. So, if you're doing things like your windows and you don't want to have such a force, there's a little tiny dial on the top, and you can turn that pressure down.
That's really responsive.
Very responsive. But the beauty of it is you're not turning the temperature down. You just turn it, taking the force of pressure.
So if it's like a really bad area around like your cooker or something, you might need that extra blast. Or if you're grouting, people love steam cleaners for the grouting.
Yes.
An extra bit of a blast.
Absolutely. And if you've got lime scale, especially around your taps, put some lemon juice on, leave it for about half an hour, and then go back and use your steam cleaner.
I've heard that, but I've never tried it. But that does work.
It does. It really does, All natural products. You've got all the tools that you need. Now, the red one, the bristles are a little bit stiffer than the black one. So that's good for doing inside the oven. In fact, that's what I'm going to use now, because I'm going to go and do inside the oven.
Ovens, you know, microwaves, bless them, our microwaves, they get neglected, don't they? They really, really do.
I'm just going to move that out of the way. Because then you can see a little bit better. Now, I've just done this because, you know, obviously I've got people that's coming over the Christmas period.
Yes.
And my oven hadn't been done for a while, so I thought, ooh.
Oh, they start smelling, don't they?
They do, yes.
Horrible.
Well, they do when you forget to take some chips out. They've been there twice.
Like little bits of charcoal.
Yeah, lovely, So, anything like this, it literally...
That's just breaking it down.
It literally dissolves grease on contact. Now, I'm just going to do that half there and just wipe that off.
So nothing abrasive, Bev,
you can see where the dirt is. But the beauty of it is the window is clean of the oven. But what about your shelving? Again, you want to be able to clean that without using a chemical.
Look at that, it's filled with steam. And that's exactly what you want. You want that consistent pressure. Wow. So it's the pressure of the steam. It's also, of course, obviously the heat, isn't it? That's breaking it down. That's, Bev, that's like new.
It is.
That is like a brand new shelf.
Yeah. And that's what I say, it melts it on constant. I mean, if you've got barbecues and things like that, wow, it is just eats that grease.
Well, do you know, areas like that, because I've used chemicals in the past, and I worry about, because some of them are effective, but I worry about rinsing them properly.
Yes.
And that's half the job. You've got to rinse it all out, wringing out the cloth, going back to it. Then you're dropping it all over the floor, aren't you?
Absolutely.
And then, well, if a pizza goes on there, what are you eating?
Exactly.
Do you worry about it? That's just water, steam.
It's just water, and the thing is, all you have to do is dissolve it through, then just get your microfibre cloth and take the residual away.
Right.
But all you're using is water, Mother Nature, which is then it's sanitising, and it's also killing bacteria, and it's also helping the environment, because you're not putting that back down
Chemicals
into
down
the
the
water.
sink. This is it. Yeah, no more
absolutely.
plastic bottles.
Nope,
well, it's
not
going
at
to
all.
dramatically reduce the amount I need to buy. Still, let's put it that way. But this is a cleaner for all around the house. Okay, and this is why we love it. This is the Vaporetto Smart 100B. So with just the power of steam, cut through grease, clean, sanitize, and neutralize dust and dirt with, of course, yes, the Vaporetto. Cleaning for all surface types. So we're talking floors, carpets, rugs, upholstery, glass, tiles, worktops, grouting, and kitchen and bathroom fixtures and fittings. I mean, already for those, ordinarily you'd have a cupboard full of cleaners for areas like that. The money people spend, the storage it takes up. We're trained to think we need a cleaner for this, a brand for this, a brand for that. You don't need to. Once you invest in this, then you can start saving money long term with the amount of cleaners that you'll need to buy for your house. We're going to have a very busy show. Don't forget, we're joining our friends on ITV in about 45 minutes. When that happens, it's going to go ballistic. This is going to be flying out because you're going to get, well, you're going to get 5 of these. Normally it's just 1. So you're going to get 5 of these extra heads in total, but you're also going to save £120
Can I just
if
say,
you're getting this today.
Just sorry for interrupting, but can I say it's more than £120? Because that's on the one when you get just the one cloth.
Oh, is
and
it
the one
really?
set cloth. They're actually giving you 4 extra cloths. So the value is more.
So off the usual bundle, you save £120.
Yes.
And then they're throwing in an extra 4 of
the
these.
cloths, yes.
I'm liking that. And also it's on PayPal Pay in 3. I'm glad you said that. 3 pence of £55 and 32 pence. So 453 of 594. Now, if you are thinking this for Christmas presents, we can't guarantee it'll be there for Christmas, but it's likely it will do. We're fairly sure, but we can't promise anything, OK? So I want to be completely transparent on that. But you know, I'd love this as a present, you know. I mean, whether it's a Christmas or a birthday later in the year.
I think we're getting to the fact is that we want things that's useful to us.
Yes, I think so.
You know, and it's probably something that you might not go out and think, oh, I'll buy that for myself, but I would like one. Oh, that would be a fantastic idea.
I like
Wedding
practical presents this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It
People
is.
get married at Christmas time. Some people do, don't they?
My sister had a winter wedding.
Yes.
About 12 years ago now. My word, that's frightening, actually. But it didn't snow, it rained, but it was still picturesque. It was lovely. No, I think it was nice weather. But, I love a winter wedding. There's something romantic about that, isn't there?
There is, isn't
but,
there? Yeah,
I
absolutely.
can't remember how we got onto that. Oh, yes, presents.
Yeah.
But you know what? Seriously, this is something that's going to last you years and years and years.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got a 2-year guarantee on this. So if you have any problems with Polti's product, you pick the phone up. They're actually based in Manchester. They will come to your home and collect your product. They will either exchange or repair it, and they get it back in your home between 5 to 7 working days.
Really? Wow. I mean, I wish all brands did that. That's what people love about Polti. Should you need it, they've got a great aftercare customer services. They really, really do. By the way, at the back there, you've got a little brush, haven't you, just to agitate? We just saw it.
Absolutely.
That's really impressive.
That's your floor
That was
brush.
a spoiler for your demonstration there, Bev, wasn't it?
There you go, you see. We've got the small one. Now, this is brilliant. This is the grouting tool. And it's absolutely amazing, that tool. Also, you can use this to get around the back of the toilet rim, awkward areas, you know, around sort of the back of the taps, things like that. You can angle it both ways, so if you're left or right-handed, it doesn't matter. That's the little dial that I was telling you where it turned the steam pressure down.
So you get that attachment. You get all of these attachments.
Yeah. Now, that is the window squeegee with the socket on.
Oh, right.
So then it becomes an upholstery cleaner. You can also use it for all your worktops.
Right.
And also, don't forget, you can also do
Round the toilet.
the floors with it.
You don't want to put your hand in there. It's not under the rim. Just make sure it's in the rim. You don't want that, do you? Nobody wants to put the hand down there. And, you know, I'd rather... And also just the smell of bleach and things as well. That's just more space, isn't it? Squirting it in.
Of course, and it's a cost. I mean, they say on average we spend between £350 and £450 a year.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
On chemicals.
Yeah.
You know,
I hate the smell of them. The smell of bleach. It makes you feel a bit ill, actually.
Yeah,
because it can be
absolutely.
so strong. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's far more natural, I would say.
It's a natural. Also, this has the allergy seal of approval. Okay. So if you've got anyone in the home that's got allergies and things like that, it helps with those. A trick, if you want to go around your home and spray the steam into the atmosphere.
Right.
What happens is the dust particles will stick to the steam. They then fall to the floor. You then vacuum and you'll remove 70% of the dust allergens that's in the room.
Didn't know that.
Also, spray your curtains because pollen comes in on the curtains.
So I'm thinking bedrooms especially, here, where we spend so many hours of the day.
Mattresses.
Mattresses, yes.
Okay.
Sofas. When was the last time you cleaned the actual cushions or mattresses? Yeah.
Well, you can use this for your mattress, okay? So you can put that on and use it as your mattress.
Right,
this is actually the floor one, but obviously you've got 5 claws, so you can put on which one you want. Also with this, you can put a perfume in it, okay? And
we've got that.
Have you got
Shall I go
that?
and get them?
Yes, please.
This is separate. You might want to add these into your basket too, by the way. These are excellent. We've actually got a choice. We've got lavender or we've got pine, which is... We described that as more of a eucalyptus kind of scent, don't we?
Did.
It's lovely. So would you like 2 of the pine or 2 of the lavender? You'll see them on the website, shopontv.co.uk. So when you go to the website, click Live Deals, scroll down, you'll see all of these amazing offers there. So whilst they're here, the one that you may like on the bottom of the screen, so 2 of them, just choose, would you like lavender or would you like pine? You might want to get, you might want to get both, you know, two bundles, 2 pairs. Lavender for the bedrooms, I'm thinking.
Oh, fab. Well, if you're going to do your mattress, because you're not only you're going to steam clean and refresh your mattress, then put your lavender in there, and it's lovely and restful.
People say it's restful, don't they?
Yes.
Use it upstairs, maybe in the bathrooms or the kitchen. I probably want the pine. That'd be lovely. But yeah, whichever 2 you'd like. It's a drop-down menu just on the website there. But back to this, the main deal of the show. We're going to be talking about this between now and 3 a.m. We've got lots and lots more to show you. But 453-594 is the item number. This is the bundle where you get everything we're talking about here, all these amazing accessories, plus you get the extra pads that it's like a hook and loop on the base there, and you just sling them into the washing machine, and it's like having new mop heads each and every time. So you get 5 of those in total. So I'm thinking I keep 1 separate for the bathrooms, maybe, then one or 2 for the carpets. You haven't got to use them all in one go. But yeah, I don't know.
You'll be surprised because the special microfibre cloths, they've got like little tiny hooks on them. You can't see it, it's under a microscope. And each one of the little hooks are 7 times finer than a human hair.
Oh, I didn't know.
And that's why it takes a lot for this to become completely full.
So microfibre, because it lifts and traps the dirt.
Traps and holds that dirt. Also, the steam creates a static charge, so it pulls dust, pet hair and dirt onto the cloth and holds it on there as well. So it's very good for that. There's another thing is we've got the 2 poles, which obviously we put onto there, and we can make that into a floor cleaner. We'll do all of your sealed wooden floors, all of your hard floors.
Nice.
Even with a carpet glider to do and refresh your carpet. But I'll tell you one thing it doesn't say on the box, and I can vouch for this.
Right.
It's one of the best wallpaper strippers that I have ever used.
That can save hours of hassle, can't it?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
some people go out and buy a machine just for that. You've done the one job, then it's in the attic for years and years
well,
and
that's
years.
it. Exactly. And the thing is as well, the wallpaper strippers aren't pressurised.
No.
They're just a boiling kettle, basically.
That is such a good idea.
It is. We'll
really is a good idea.
5 layers of wallpaper off in one go.
Wow, and fair
So you've got a fantastic
And if you want more steam or less, you've got that dial on the top. Because I haven't actually seen many steam cleaners that have that feature.
No.
That gives you complete control. But
absolutely.
you haven't got to worry about what setting for this, what settings for that. It's just preference, isn't it, really,
It is. It's just if you're using something you don't want all that force of pressure, like cleaning the windows, or you've got a delicate rug and you just don't want to have all that power, you're in control, you can turn it down. But the other thing that is another reason you are paying your money for, and this is what sets Polti aside for the quality, is this part here, if you can see, okay? Little button that's down there. Now, if you live in a hard water area, unfortunately, limescale gets into all products like this.
Especially in London and places,
Well, this is actually designed to collect the limescale in a chamber at the bottom. Because it's got a separate, it's AIP, the boiler, and it's made out of this special material. So it helps for the limescale to drop into this chamber at the bottom. Now, you need to get rid of that limescale because obviously, like anything, it's going to collect and you just need to remove it. All you need to do is unscrew that, pop some water inside there. So I tip mine on the side, pour
Yeah.
some water, swill it, and then just tip it down the sink.
Really?
And that's your maintenance done. That's all you have to do.
How often would you do that? I mean, it depends
Depends
how often
on
you
how
use
hard
it.
your
Yeah,
water is. If you're using it once a week,
Yeah.
then I would suggest then probably once every 2 or 3 months, I would just
okay.
do that. If you haven't, you've got sort of medium hard water and you use it once a month, probably twice a year.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So it's there when you need it.
But you'll see, the first time you do it, you'll see how much lime
You'll
scalp
get to know the build-up, won't you?
Yes,
Yeah, you'll get to know.
exactly, yeah.
That's honestly, because that's really going to prolong the life, isn't it?
Absolutely,
And you
yeah.
mentioned a 2-year guarantee on this.
Yep, 2 years guarantee. If you have any problems, pick the phone up. They actually come to your home to collect it, and then after they've repaired or exchanged it, whichever needs to be done, they get it back in your home between 5 to 7 working days.
You can't argue with that.
That's
With a
brilliant.
brand as big as Polti, they can still offer
They've
that
done that for
customer care.
years.
Really,
Absolutely,
I
yes.
really admire them for that. Do you know, talk about what we admire. I admire this price too. We are getting big savings. Normally for this bundle, £279, and that includes one of the machine washable heads that go onto the main base here, one of those. But firstly, you're going to save £120, plus you get an extra 4 of these. So yes, that's 5 in total. That's excellent. So, but look, if you go elsewhere, well, do what we did. Have a look online earlier on. Polti.co.uk themselves, actually, £249. So fair play. But you know what? Currys, and do you know what? I actually used Currys the other day for something. I've always been a fan of Currys. But they did match our usual price, £279. And fair play. But because we get through so much stock so quickly, we're going to be live on ITV1 very shortly. You're going to save £120 if you buy it today. Yes, it's £159 for the entire bundle, plus extra 4 cloths. Don't forget, if you want to spread that cost interest-free, you can have it on PayPal paying-free. So that'd be 3 payments of £55.32. So literally, 55.32 a day. And that is it, guys. That's fantastic. Even your P&P we factor into the payments. We even spread those out. So yeah, 53594 is your item number. Go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. Here's our website there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of products on here. But if you click live, scroll all the way down, and you'll see all of these amazing offers there. Right, this is the most amazing deal I've probably seen on this particular bundle. We are so proud to offer this. It's not every day we get to say you're going to save £120. £120. So if you're going to be getting steam cleaning, maybe you're going to... Right, you're not going to be cleaning over Christmas, let's be honest. But that time between Christmas and New Year, maybe you got guests coming, the bits off the tree, you know, if all the cooking, all the grease and things from your Christmas meals, because I have more than one, it's actually Christmas meals. But you know what, though, after New Year, we're thinking around about the 2nd, 3rd of January, or whenever you take your decorations down, that's like deep cleaning time, a brand new, fresh house for 2026. When do you take your decorations down, Bev? I've never known the answer.
Actually,
the 6th, people say? Yeah.
No. New Year's Eve, just before. I like to start New Year's Day.
Get it out of the way.
Clean.
Yeah, get it done.
Yeah.
By 4 p.m. on Christmas Day, I'm getting the tree down. Yeah.
But I do get them out before just the end of November, so I've had them out quite a while. But because I like the run up to Christmas.
I'm exactly the same.
I really do.
So earlier, actually, we did ask quite earlier this year. The build-up is just as much fun as the actual day, even better.
Yeah, it is.
By 5 o'clock, I'm done on Christmas Day. I'm over it.
Yeah.
After dinner. The tree's in the shredder. I'm off. I'm back to work. No, I'm not that bad. No, anyway, right. So, what are we going to look at next?
Right, well, what I'm going to show you now, because it's such an all-round cleaner, let's imagine we've done the worktops, the kitchen cupboards, inside the microwave. We can also defrost the freezer in about 20 minutes. And not only are you defrosting the freezer, you're also sanitising inside there as well.
And you can get your food back in quicker, can't you?
Absolutely,
I like it.
So, the floors, so you can use it on your floors as well. Now, if you've got tile floors, the biggest part to be able to keep clean is the grout that's in between.
So it can ruin the look of a bathroom, that, or a kitchen,
it can,
can't it?
So, therefore, obviously we've got all these tools. So this is the little brush that we saw. All these tools fit onto any part of the pole. So therefore you can use it to high up reach, or you can use it for down below. So what I'm going to do is literally use it to move the dirt that's inside the grouting.
Wow.
And as you can see...
No scrubbing on your hands and knees?
Not at all. Nothing at all. And look at that. That's hard work if you were having to get down and clean that. Yeah,
but that's brilliant, you know.
Yeah.
And especially round the taps, round the showers, behind the taps, oh, it gets dirty, doesn't it?
Yeah, all the shower doors.
It's the most, personally, I think, if I've got guests coming round, if we have, and there's a bit of mould around there, that's the most embarrassing thing, actually,
yeah,
I think.
it is.
For my house. But yeah, we keep it clean. But we're not, but that makes it so much easier, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And the thing is, as well, it takes the hard work out of it. But you're taking that dirt away. Now, if you've got really stubborn marks, just hold the steam over for a few seconds, because what it does, it starts to break down the dirt. But if you notice, the floor isn't over wet.
No.
Okay?
So it won't be long before you can walk over it. Yeah.
Yeah. So therefore, because with it being pressurised steam, you're not getting all that wetness that's coming through because it's not reaching enough pressure and enough tension. So that allows us now to do our sealed wooden floors.
This is it. Because you don't want to get them oversaturated.
No.
Especially if it's quite cold in the winter time. When I've used mops and buckets in the past, honestly, it can take ages for the floor to dry.
Yeah,
that's not going to be doing your wooden floors any good at all.
Now, if you can see at the front end, that's starting to dry.
I know what you're going to say. Around there, Bev,
it's
you
starting
can see
to dry.
that started to dry already.
So that means that that actual floor has been sanitised where I've gone, but it's not over wetted, because a lot of the steam cleaners don't reach enough temperature. And so, therefore, soon as they hit a surface, it just reverts back to cold water.
This is it. So you're just spreading water around, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
But that proves it, actually, because that is the temperature you need to do the job.
Yeah.
That is, I reckon you can see a couple of streaks there, can't you, moisture? But that's it.
But
in
dry.
minutes, that'll be dry.
Yeah. You see, the thing is as well, that's been 120 degrees of steam, right? All the way around that floor when I would clean it. If you used a mop and bucket, the only time that mop and bucket's clean is when you take that first one out the packet,
and then
put it in the water.
The second you go back to refill the mop or to give it a swirl round, you contaminated it.
Exactly.
You're just spreading around dirty water,
Exactly.
aren't you?
But with a steam cleaner, you are using 120 degrees in every aspect of where you're going to clean.
Unless it's tap water. Ready in 2 minutes, then?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
My mop and bucket, but actually takes longer than that.
Yeah.
The same amount of time, isn't it, really? You know, it does. And do you know what? This is why we love it. This is not just for your floors. This is for all around the house. But whilst talking about floors, look, tiles, this could be in your kitchen. This could be in your living room. This could be your bathroom. Grouting. We get that grouting tool, do we, Bev? The narrow, we get the grouting tool, the narrow one.
Yes, you get the grouting tool,
I like it. You get that one included too. Right, you're grouting. Have a look at it. Is it a bit yellowed? It's looking a bit dark. It's a bit of mould on there. Honestly, this is so handy to have. But your house, this could transform a house, this, because you can give it such a thorough, deep clean. You really can. So, look, windows, yes, inside, outside. Obviously not when it's cold, because obviously steam. But you know what? This could be bathroom mirrors. This could be shower screens, tile walls. In fact, I can't think of many areas around the house that you can't clean with this. Everything from your oven to your floors to freshening up your cushions, your covers, your curtains.
Everything.
You know.
I mean, just in the kitchen area, I mean, you can use, as I say, any one of these because all the tools will fit on to any part of the pole. So if you want to do the kitchen cupboards, OK, or something high up, you know, the top, or around these, what did he call it, the coving? That sort of thing, you can do that. Or even the windows.
Extractor fan.
Extractor
you've just made me think, I can't remember the last time I cleaned ours.
Absolutely brilliant for that. But also you can use it for doing all your worktops because you're sanitising all the surfaces that you're touching. Okay, now I'm just going to get this cloth because obviously it's hot at the moment, and take this out. All you do is press the white button and just pull it. It's very easy to do. You're not having to unscrew things, so that allows you now to use it as a hand one if you like. So now you can use it on the kitchen cupboard. You know, if you want to clean and sanitize the kitchen cupboard. Also at this time of year, flu season, so it's nice to keep the surfaces as clean as you possibly can. So you're sanitising those surfaces.
Yeah, door handles. And that's another one. I can't remember last time I did mine,
No, so if you want to use that, but also when you do your sink or in your hob, the first place I would suggest you try is round the edge, okay?
Yeah. You can't get cloth in there.
No.
Especially my hob, my kitchen hob is the worst. Oh, Bev, that is... I think that is such a good example, actually.
And that is what it was lying inside there you couldn't see.
Our producer just said that she's got flour under hers. How would you get those things out there, actually? I'm sure I've got some ketchup wedged under there somewhere.
Well,
but you can get a corner of a cloth, you'll get sort of out, but steam can get into those places we can't get with a cloth.
Absolutely.
And also, I'm thinking hinges, and bear with me here, but around like a toilet seat, the hinges there. You don't want to put your hand there alone, a cloth, but it can just blast out that dirt.
You will be amazed of how many surfaces you can use it on.
Yeah, I bet you will.
You know, if you look around your kitchen, you've got tiles, windows, inside the microwave, the fridge, the freezer, inside the oven, the worktops, the cupboards. There are so many uses for this machine.
There are, and honestly, maybe you're going to do your floors first, maybe you're going to do a few odd little job, but then you feel like you just go around the house. Once you've experienced the power of this Polti steam cleaner, you're going to look for other things to clean. It can keep on going. Okay, but this could be you in your own house, you know, time for deep cleaning, and this couldn't be a better time. After Christmas, if you've got friends, family coming around, I am messy in the kitchen. Even just making a sandwich, it looks like an absolute mess. But after Christmas dinner, after Christmas Day, those pans you might want to clean, grease drips from the turkey onto the floor, well, all those kind of areas can be such a nightmare to keep clean. But look, we're thinking a fresh start for 2026, aren't we? I always think it's good to start the new year with your house fresh, clean, smelling clean, looking clean, feeling clean. It's a great place to start the new year. I personally find it changing my mood. I actually find like a tidy place, tidy mind. I feel ready for cracking on with just the new year. It's such a perfect time to start. Right, £279 is the usual price, but it's now £159. Yes, you're saving £120. 453594 is the item number. So if you're tempted by this, the easiest way to shop is on the website, shopontv.co.uk. So when you go on the website, that's like the landing page, as they call it. Click that button live on there, scroll down, and you'll see all those. We've clicked on this. This is one of the main items of the show. This is a really, really good deal. Really good deal. Actually, if you look at prices elsewhere on the internet, you will know that we have got such a good price. Not only are you saving £120, you're going to get an extra floor mop heads for your main floor compartment. So yeah, 5 in total. This is the ultimate deal, guys. If you want a gift for Christmas, it might arrive for Christmas. Going to be completely transparent with you at home. It may not arrive for Christmas. We're hopeful it will do. It's likely it will do, but we can't promise anything because obviously it's the early hours of the 21st. Right, Bev, we've also got this on the show. We're going to go back to the steam cleaner soon. But while sticking with Polti, this, would you say it's instead of an iron or to use as well as?
Absolutely. This recently, to be quite honest, I've changed the way that I iron.
Okay.
Where before I used to stand for ages ironing all the rest of it. I don't now. I iron as I need.
Yeah.
So consequently, something like this that heats up in 30 seconds.
Oh, really? Is that it?
30 seconds, good to go.
So you don't need an ironing board or anything like this?
No, you don't need an ironing board. You can iron on a hanger.
That looks fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic for holidays.
Yes.
Because it packs away. You even get a little tiny bag, a travelling bag that it goes in. Now, my daughter got married in May this year.
Oh, congratulations.
I mean, she don't do anything by halves, actually. We went to Mauritius.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
very nice.
Oh, you can imagine. I was in charge of taking the wedding dress and everything else.
To Mauritius.
Yes, so we had to take everything and all the bridesmaids as well and all that bit. So I took this.
Okay, and that's it?
Yeah, I took this and I did...
So
I mean,
the dress is
four,
perfect.
five bridesmaids and the wedding dress.
Because no matter how well you iron them before a journey like that, or even half an hour down the road in a bag, as soon as you put it in that bag, you know you're going to have to iron it.
Absolutely.
Don't you, really?
So if you're like you, who live in hotels, backwards and forwards, and you've got, you know, you need to just have a fresh shirt for the next day. Yeah. You've got this, heat up time 30 seconds, tap water inside. Again, your 2 years guarantee. So, as you would do, so you don't have to worry about if anything goes wrong. You pick that phone up. Again, they'll come and collect it.
Good old Polti, yeah.
Yeah, and they'll either exchange or repair and get it back to you between 5 to 7 working days.
If you or a family member, the other half, does a lot of trips for work, you have that interview. I try and hook clothes up in my car, but it's still creasy. You always need to drop a few out, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And do you know what? The amount of times I've been in a hotel, they haven't got an iron, or it is, and you worry, don't you? It's going to splatter out all that gunk from an iron. The amount of shirts and clothes that I've ruined from hotel irons, honestly. Yeah. This is so much better. When it's folded down, that is so much smaller than an iron, even more one of the travel irons.
It's so neat, isn't it? Now, it doesn't matter whether it's cotton, linen or whatever. You know, I mean, we've done wool, this is cotton.
That's fantastic,
you know,
Bev.
and you can see how it's just dropping out.
That's a great demonstration. That's perfect, isn't it?
And that's what I say. It's a powerful little machine, but I love the idea that it just folds
So is
away.
it one setting then, is it?
Yeah, just one setting, so you can iron all fabrics, whatever you want. And again, as I say, it's got, you put your water in the bag, you just unscrew that, take that to the tap, fill it when you want. You don't have to wait for it to cool down.
Nice.
And then the little buttons at the side, and you press it and away you go.
So it's not a hot plate that's going to burn?
It's hot for you to burn yourself, but it's not hot that is going to do damage. So,
I understand. So it's the correct temperature.
It's the correct temperature. It's using the steam for purpose to do it.
That's fantastic. Guys, you're saving £20. If you're tempted by this, or maybe you get sick and tired of ironing at home, I've got a rubbish ironing board, actually. It's, I iron on that, like, grid pattern onto the shirt. You know, there's rubbish ironing boards. My iron, it takes ages to heat up. This is so much quicker, because I'm an iron as I go person. I'm not going to waste an hour at one time. You can just iron as you go quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. As I say, I've even sort of washed jumpers in the spring, summertime, hung them out on the washing line, taken this out while a nice dry day and just done them on the washing line.
And curtains actually at home, I suppose, would be good for that.
Bedding, absolutely. I'm going to do bedding later on.
Right.
Yeah, don't bother getting your big iron out and taking it out. You know, if you want to take this out, you're going to refresh.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you want to do it at that angle, because it's not going to drip down your arm, because it's a little pressurised system, and then you can then go and do the bedding as well. But also, you're refreshing the mattress and the actual quilt that's inside there. Because you're using steam, which will refresh at the same time.
It's such a good idea. Look, it's £49. You know, irons, you can spend that sort of price, you know, but if you do a lot of travelling, even just once in a while, that is so good. It takes away the worry of, will there be an iron there? Am I going to ruin my shirts? Because honestly, the amount of shirts I've ruined from hotel rubbish irons, this is much better. And also, it just swivels round and it takes up such little space. So you could go abroad with that then, can you? Yeah, so you can take it abroad.
Yeah,
of course you can.
Well, I took it to Mauritius, put it there.
Put it in your suitcase. Right, 3 payments of £17.98. That even includes your postage, so it's just that one payment today. You'll have this in a few days. But why do we love this? Well, these are just some of the features. It's compact, it's lightweight. Yeah, it weighs, what, but just under a kilo, so 65 grams going to be. But foldable handle reduces its size massively. Steam ready in 30 seconds. Aluminium sole plate, perfect for ironing anywhere, suitable for all fabrics. See anything from bridesmaids dresses to a pair of jeans. It's going to be great for that. Handy 200 metres, no, it was not that. 2.5 metres. You wouldn't want 200 metre cable, that's just getting silly. But this is a 2.5 metre cable, a velvet travel bag to transport it neatly. So we're talking about transporting, yes, this could be in the house as well. You know, you just want to give your clothes a quick freshen up just before you go out with your friends and so on. That's going to be perfect. Or maybe like me, and you just can't be bothered getting the ironing board out, filling up the iron, waiting for that to heat up, all these different pressure settings. Put the water in here, you're ready to go in 30 seconds. But it's back in stock by popular demand. But what I can say is you're saving money. Don't wait for this to go back up in price. Don't spend more money than you need to. Save money whilst you can, saving £20. Now, we love this. I know our viewers have loved it. In fact, Laura emailed in saying, I bought this steamer back in May, just before it sold out. Best thing ever. I used it all over summer for my bedding on covers that ironing would be a pain to do. And now I just make the bed and steam it when it's on. Yeah, people do that. It's a good system. It takes no time at all, and my mattress gets cleaned as well. Game changer for curtains. And clothes on the hanger takes minutes to do. Love, love, love this. Highly recommended. Also, Bev, she's brilliant. I love Bev too. We all love Bev here. She's like, you don't get the title of the Queen of Steam for nothing. Penny, by the way, last time I bought this Polti steamer was on the show. I bought 3. One for my daughter-in-law's, one for me. When we go on holiday, we never iron our clothes. We always take the steamer with us. I wouldn't be without ours. Best thing ever. This is this thing, whether you're going on a long haul flight or whether you're just travelling down the road or, you know, as soon as you put your clothing in that bag, it's creased, isn't it? And if you go into that, I know, that christening, that party, that interview, you need to, I think you need to drop out those creases. I personally feel like if you look good, you can feel good. And it's so important to have. It's first impressions as well, isn't it? Right, £49 or 3 payments of £17.98 if you're choosing PayPal, paying 3. We love that. We love Polti. That steam, that iron, we're going to get back to that very shortly, that steam cleaner. But we've got another steam cleaner for you here. This is the ultimate one for all around your house. Now, we're with you guys exclusively on Freeview89 for another, oh my word, about what, 10 minutes or so. Then we're joining our friends on ITV1. So you can stay where you are though, or you might, I don't know, if you'd like to flick over to ITV1, do so. Just after the football highlights, we're going to be there. We're going to be live on STV as well, literally in about 10 minutes' time. Because you're saving £120 on this and you're getting extra mop heads, this is going to be flying out. So if you want to beat the potential queues on the phones or the fact we're going to get low stock, then I would get it into your basket and I would start confirming your orders. Right, so Bev,
yes.
Where do we start with this? And let's revisit this.
Right, well, when you get it home, you're going to get it out of the box, OK?
Yeah.
So then you're going to take that to the tap and fill that with water. So you don't have to buy special water or anything like that because it has a special AIP boiler inside.
It's a really good feature, that,
yeah.
You know.
So limescale can't stick to it very easily, so it falls down to the bottom. Well, if it does that, you've got to have access to that boiler to get rid of the residual that collects. And that's what Polti have done. They've put a little tiny screw here, which you unscrew, you take off, you pop some warm water inside there, you shake it out, and then you tip it away down the sink. And it washes out the limescale.
Just rinse it, put it back in.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
You haven't got to buy filters or anything, no?
Nope.
No.
That's all you have to do. So that way you've always got access to that boiler to keep it nice and clean. You've also got nice large wheels, which makes it easy to pull along because it is designed to be dragged as you're walking along. You don't have to pick it up and carry it to the next place. Right. So you can do that. You've also got on here, if I just switch the steam on.
It's so responsive.
It's very responsive, yeah. Now, if you don't want to have so much pressure, let's say you're doing curtains or you're doing your windows, you can actually turn that steam pressure on to low. Now, it doesn't change the temperature. The temperature is still 120 degrees.
Right.
So it's sanitising.
It just keeps on going.
Just keeps going.
Honestly, I've used steam cleaners in the past where it has to think about it, thinks about it a bit more, and then you get a puff of air.
Yeah.
But this is just full on, isn't it? This is great.
Absolutely. But also with this, because of the temperature is at a high enough temperature to help to kill bacteria and viruses, which is most important, it also has the British Allergy Foundation seal of approval. So that means for allergies, dust mites, also pollen, things like that, it will help to eliminate that for you as well. So another tip, if you want to get rid of pollen off your clothes, because you bring pollen in on your clothes from outside, open your wardrobe, blast inside that wardrobe with the steam. It will knock the pollen off, and then you just vacuum the bottom of the wardrobe.
For allergy sufferers, it could well help with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Also use this on your mattress, because you can put the larger one on to be able to clean on the mattress.
Honestly, when was the last time you cleaned your mattress? Honestly, I don't even know how to, but this is great because you don't want to oversaturate it with water.
No.
Let it dry properly afterwards, of course.
Well, you would put your cloth on. And then
you get 5 of these.
You get 5 of those. But also, it comes with a carpet glider, OK, which clips onto the bottom of there, right? Now, if I was doing the mattress, I would pop the carpet glider on as well, because it makes it easier to glide over material surfaces, OK? So that then, this will penetrate up to 5 inches in the mattress. So consequently, it's not just the top surface.
The power.
It's the power.
What setting would you have it on?
You'd have it on maximum.
To really give it a thorough deep clean.
The only time I've ever touched that is if I go outside and the weather's very cold.
Yes.
And I was going to clean the windows, you know, those cold, crisp
you don't want to put a hot.
I would turn the actual force of the steam down, because otherwise I shouldn't be able to see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But that's the only time. Everything else, I would have it on maximum. Also, this is your floor cleaner. And as we spoke of before, because steam doesn't smell of anything, but you might want to have a fragrance in your home.
Well, do you know what? Again, you don't have to. You might like the neutral, but I've had some cleaners where I do like the scent.
Yes.
You're not going to miss out on any of that if you're going to have the steam cleaner. You know, there are some brands, actually, where you can pay a fortune for, like, house perfumes, they call it. Honestly, I saw them the other day for about £39 for a bottle.
Really?
I couldn't believe it. It's in the shopping centre. I'm sure it smelled nice, but people spend this sort of money. You don't need to. So what we got here, I love this. Right, we've got 2 different scents for you to choose from. You get 2 in a pack. Do you want 2 lavender or do you want 2 of the pine? So this is the lavender. Do you know what? It's actually everything you want lavender to smell like.
Fresh, it's really nice.
Like meadow fresh lavender. I find it so calming. This is the one I'd want for that bedroom. And especially if it's going to be for, like, a guest bedroom. You know, when you walk into that room, you're greeted by that smell. Like hotel smell. Have you ever been to a hotel you thought, I want to ask what that scent is, but it looks a bit weird. And I want that in my own house. This is your time to do that.
You know, when you're going around and you're looking at new properties and you think,
first
and
impressions.
That lovely smell. This one, I think
Got to remind yourself.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. It really is. It's such a fresh fragrance. It don't smell like your grandmother's knicker drawers.
No, it doesn't. You might want to spray it in there. But you know what? If you got
people of a certain age know what that's like.
We won't go there. But it might freshen up those areas. Now, do you know what? The pine, we got 2 choices. So would you like 2 lavender or 2 pine? Drop down menu. We got it under the You May Likes. Now, the pine is like a fresh, not menthol, wouldn't go that far, but
like
an outdoor French eucalyptus kind of.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
For me, I'd want that in my bathrooms.
It's like a sort of Scandinavian sort of smell.
It just,
you know,
you're almost breathing fresh air into your house with this.
Absolutely.
I think it's lovely. Kitchens and bathrooms are where I'd have that. But look, whichever one's for you.
Especially if you've got pets, that's very nice for that. And you only need about 2 or 3 capfuls. You put it inside here. So when you're doing the floor or the mattress or whatever, all you need to do is to have the fragrance. You just press that on, and when the steam goes through, it takes the fragrance into the room. If you don't want it on, then you click it off and it'll stay in there till you do.
Well, and that's it. And, do you know, I'm just thinking that, but imagine the scents around your house. So you can have it on your sofa, your cushions. You mentioned pets, if you've got pets.
Yes.
So what about like dog beds and so on? Then?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know,
Why
because you
not?
don't want to use chemicals, obviously not
No.
anywhere, but it's definitely not your pet's beds.
No. If you've
That's a
got
great
pets
idea.
and you've got, you know, a dog or cat brings in something that you don't really want it to, you know, these little visitors that seem to stay with us. Flea stuff's very expensive, right?
Yeah.
Now, where fleas tend to lay their eggs are underneath radiators, along the skirtings, because it's warm, and they hatch out every 5 to 7 days. If you get your steam cleaner and go along the edge of your skirting board and round underneath the radiators, 120 degrees will dissolve flea eggs. Please don't use it on the pets, but certainly use it on the flea eggs.
No, of course not, Maybe you got their favourite place to sit, maybe on that sofa cushion, on the end of the sofa where they normally like to sit.
Yeah.
This is going to be absolutely perfect. Actually, in and around the car, I'll have on this, you know.
You know,
how much you spend getting your car valeted? Yeah.
You know, once my husband had a brand new car through work, and we decided to go out for some fish and chips, and it was raining, so we didn't get out the car. We had them in there. Oh my!
They can honk, can't they?
I could not get rid of the smell, and in the end, I just went and got the steam cleaner and sprayed and cleaned it inside, and it just went like that.
It just lingers, doesn't it? It really does.
It did,
but I only fancy fish and chips about twice a year.
Yeah.
It's not my go-to, but actually, when I crave it, like you try and stop me about twice a year. But your car absolutely reeks, doesn't it?
It's terrible.
Do you know what? It's great. So it's a natural way of deodorising.
Absolutely.
What about we've got like boots, like wellies and things, walking boots?
Trainers, Wellingtons, gym stuff, gym bags.
Yeah, gym bags.
Because it neutralises odours. So therefore that creates the smell. If you use steam either on your carpets or your floors, you'll never have a dog smell if you've got dogs. If you smoke, you won't have a nicotine smell in the house because it will totally eradicate that.
Well, there we go, Bev. Loving this. We're going to be joining our friends on ITV1 and STV literally in about 1 minute time. Hello if you're watching us on YouTube. Hello if you're watching us on TikTok as well. We haven't forgotten about your TikTok. We're going to have a lot of people watching, and this is going to be flying out. We're going to remind you why with some amazing demonstrations, but don't forget you're saving £120. I know. This is the time to get it. If you've always thought about, oh yeah, these steam cleaners, they do vary. Polti have been going for years and years and years. In fact, how many years now roughly now?
1978 we started.
Really?
Yeah.
They've been going for a long time. So what's that, 47 years? Right, 3 payments of £55.32. Is that one today? And that includes your P&P. This will arrive to your house in a few days. Might be in time for Christmas. We can't guarantee, but there's a chance it will do. Go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, add it to your basket and get checked out. But do not miss that sanitising power of steam.
Merry Christmas!
Well, a very good morning. How are you guys? So good to have your company. Yes, we're live here on ITV1, on STV. It's the early hours of the Sunday, a few days before Christmas. I hope you're ready for Christmas. But first things first, my name is Charlie, and it is so good to be here. And this is the perfect show because, look, after Christmas, what happens? The house can look like a wreck, especially in the kitchen. We've got food everywhere, grease everywhere. And after New Year's, if you're like me, we think about getting the house spotless for 2026. It's the perfect time of the year to start thinking about that big clean-up, but let's make cleaning easy and without chemicals. And that's where this comes in. We are so pleased to be back here with the Polti. This is not just any steam cleaner, because it's not just for your floors. This is for all year round. Now, we're going to be talking to you all through the features. You get a big box full of accessories, but let's talk about price first of all. We did some guesswork for you. We did some research for you. If you were to search for this exact bundle, this exact model, this is the kind of prices you'd see. Right, so Polti.co.uk, for example, is £249. Fair play fair play, they're pretty good. Currys, who I've used before, I love Currys, £279. They match our usual price. That's the kind of price that people buy this for. This is what people are normally happy to spend on this particular bundle. But today, this morning, on the 21st of December, we have got an amazing deal for you. It's £159 if you buy it now with us here on Shop on TV. This is one of those deals that's not to be missed because you're going to save £120. You can look at these prices. If you just Google this now, the Polti Vaporetto Smart 100B, Google it now, you will see the general prices that are floating around. Once you do that, you're going to come back here and buy it right from us now here on Shop on TV because, again, you're saving £120. Not only that, you can spread that cost interest-free using PayPal Pay in 3. So we've worked it out for you. That's 3 payments of £55.32. It's the one today, and this will be delivered to your door literally in a few days. Right, so what do you get? In the box, you get everything you need to clean your floors, your surfaces, your cookers, your microwaves, grouting in the bathroom. How's that looking? It's going to be great for that too. But you get the Vaporforce Brush. You get carpet accessories, carpet gliders for your rugs as well, don't forget. A small window cleaning accessory, a black and red round brushes with nylon bristles. You get a steam concentrator nozzle, a spatula, 5 microfibre cloths. Normally it's 1. But today, you're going to get 5 in total. And you're going to get a socket, which is really good for your sofas, your car upholstery and all that sort of thing, your curtains. Look, we're going to be going through all of this. It's such a huge bundle, we need the time to demonstrate it, which is why we are live here today until 3 a.m. with this particular piece of kit. So if you've never shopped with this before, the easiest way to buy is shopontv.co.uk. You can type in the item number, or if you click live deals and scroll down, you will see this live deal right there in front of you. Add to your basket and get it checked out. Right, do you know what? Should we say hello to our Bev? Because we said we're going to be demonstrating this. I'm not going to be demonstrating it. Not when we got the Queen of Steam here. Bev.
Good morning,
I love this.
everybody.
You should get that on a T-shirt, you know, Queen of Steam.
I should, shouldn't I?
You should, next time. Bev, this is one of those deals not to be missed. We expect this to be going really, really quickly, saving £120. But Bev, why would you be buying this?
Actually, I've got this one machine. This is
you
my
use
machine.
this one?
Yeah, I do. I love it. It's compact, it's easy, it's very powerful. 4-bar pressure.
Nice.
And I can clean my entire home just using Mother Nature at her finest. And it sanitises all the surface. And it's so easy to keep clean.
There is. We love this, you know. I've just been told, busy already. We've got so many people all over the country adding this into your basket. We're going to get through the stock quickly because this is the run up to Christmas. I hope you're ready for Christmas. Hope you're looking forward to the big day. But afterwards, there's always that big clean-up. My house looks like this actually after I've made a sandwich, let alone Christmas dinner. But you know what? Let's make cleaning up easy. Once you've got these decorations down, you know what? To get ready for the new year, I think tidy place, tidy mind. I feel better when the house is clean. We're ready for that new start, that fresh start. Have your house looking and smelling fresh too. Right, so your tiles, this could be, yes, your bathroom, yes, your kitchen. If you've got hardwood floor, that makes no difference. In fact, they're great for wooden floors because you're not using lots of water. You get that grouting tool included. No more chemicals for your grouting. You get that angled nozzle for around your taps, around the hinges of the toilet. In other words, areas that's so hard to reach with a cloth. How about round where the ceiling goes, where your taps meet the actual sink, where your hob is sitting on the kitchen surfaces? They're so awkward to reach with a cloth, but not with steam. It can reach those places that's hard to reach with a cloth. Right, kids' toys. Yes, it's going to be great for your cushions. Yes, it's going to be good for your mattresses. So this truly is a thorough cleaning tool system, if you like, for all around your house. By the way, also we got on tonight, this is like the main deal, but we've also got another bit of kit from Polti. Right, do you travel a lot? Do you have to rely on the irons in the hotel rooms? This is perfect. This is the Vaporella handheld styler for perfectly ironed and wrinkle-free clothes wherever you are. You might use this in the house, of course, but this just effortlessly drops creases out of your shirts, of your dresses. You can use this on denim, pretty much any fabrics, all right? normally, and people do buy this for £69, but at the moment, this morning in the early hours, you're going to save £20. It's £49 for this bit of kit. And also, this is something you can have on PayPal Pay in 3. So that's 3 payments of £17.98. Look at that saving. Loving that, absolutely loving that. By the way, it folds away, so it's easy to put in your suitcase and take it abroad with you. Right, Bev, should we talk around the machine then?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Before I do that, I just want to show you the power of the steam.
Yeah, I love this,
Okay,
love this.
you ready?
Oh, it's a beast, isn't it?
You ready?
No, oh, I like that magic trick.
Try again. Long time since I've done this.
There we go.
Woo!
Hey, I like it. No. Do you know what? That's hard to balance, but that does show the consistency of the steam there, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. It's so powerful.
Were you practicing that all night, Bev, weren't you?
No, I've not done it for quite a few years, actually, as you can tell. But anyway, I used to do it with a ping pong ball, but we haven't got one.
And that's more, must be a bit more seasonal.
Yes,
with the ball.
well, yeah, absolutely. But yes, I mean, the machine itself is so good quality, and that's what you want when you're buying a steam cleaner. Because I think a lot of people have brought steam cleaners in the past and been very disappointed. The fact is that, you know, they don't do the job very well. They
Or the
wet everything
pressure's
through.
poor. You know,
Yeah.
I have used steam cleaners in the past, but it has a bit of a thing, then a bit more of a thing, then it splatters everywhere.
Wets everywhere through.
Yeah, this is power, consistent
It is
power.
power.
We're going to show you that, yeah.
It's 4 bar pressure. Now, 4 bar pressure is very powerful because how fast it makes the steam in the tank up to the actual trigger.
Right.
The higher the bar pressure, the faster it's going to be there, but also it maintains that pressure all the time. Because your pressure of your steam, which this, if you like, is what's going to be your elbow grease. That's what's doing the work. That's
what's going to blast away that grime, that grease, that dirt.
Yeah. So if you put any of these tools on here, whether it's the scraper, I love this one, you've still got that power. So you're not having to do the hard work. So you've got that one.
So you get a scraper included.
Yeah.
Like for that dirt, your kitchen hobs, you know, dry bits of food, it helps get rid of that.
Also, very good for round your shower enclosure.
Oh, right, nice.
Yeah, can do that. Also, you've got the concentrator tool. Now, you can angle that as to whichever way you want it to be. Very good for doing underneath the rim of the toilet.
Yeah.
OK?
You don't want to put your hand in there, do you?
No, you don't. Now, also, what loosens the toilet seats is the hinges, because you put chemical on it, it perishes the rubber. That's what makes them loose. So if you use steam, steam gets right underneath the hinges, but it doesn't do the damage.
And do you know what, honestly, because right in the hinge, you can't get in there with a cloth. Honestly, the first time you do this, it just blasts stuff out and just gets rid of it then.
What you will see coming out is, first of all, the cleaner that you've left behind.
Yeah, this is
You
it.
see, because she'll say, what's that blue and green stuff coming out there? And it's the cleaner that's got
you want
trapped
it thoroughly cleaned, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, the red one of the brushes is a red and a black. The red one has got stiffer bristles. Try saying that at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Anyway. Than me.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's very good. I'm just going to move this out of the way for you.
Thanks,
that's very good for doing your oven shelves and inside your oven. So you can use it. Not going to do the damage.
All that fat from the turkey, from those roasties.
Yeah. Or just the fact is, you want to do it before you put your turkey in.
Yeah.
You know, you've probably got relatives coming and you just think to yourself well, you know, I better let my mother-in-law have a look at the inside the oven.
Sometimes you don't dare.
Yeah. So you'll be able to clean inside the oven just using tap water. Now, a lot of the time, when you use when you've used chemicals, you're going to then put the food back in there. And unfortunately, whatever chemical you've cleaned with it, you're then going to start and cook your food with.
Oh, this is it.
Now, we
don't.
remove that, And you can see the side bit where I've started to clean.
Because, you know, I've used those pastes and things, and
Yeah.
all right, they can do a job, but then it's wiping it all off afterwards. You think, have I
Absolutely.
done it yet, or is there going to be any bits left on the food? Because if you're going to put a pizza in there or whatever,
Yeah.
oh, is it going to be sitting on those chemicals? Have I rinsed it all off properly? You don't have that work, so you just use food. I'm missing any special water.
No.
It's not distilled water.
No,
Straight from the
normal
tap.
tap water, that's all it is. But the thing is, you can also then do the glass. You can do the rubber round the side. Now, normally, again, when you've used a chemical, they tell you not to get it on the rubber seal.
Yes.
Because it can perish, it.
Dry it out, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But the steam won't do any damage to it. You can also do inside your microwaves.
Right.
You can also defrost your freezer in 20 minutes.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So your food's less likely to go off. You know what? It's around these sort of areas, yeah. Like around the handles of the grate. And, you know, if you touch raw meat and you touch the handles, you know, oh, I'll wipe that later, but then we forget. You know, we're worried about viruses and so on as well, aren't we, of course?
Yeah.
Especially this time of the year. It's going to help to get rid of those germs, bacteria, viruses.
Absolutely, yeah. And the thing is, you're just using tap water.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the tap water has to be heated to a certain temperature. Now, this machine has the British Allergy Foundation seal of approval on it. So it has to go through tests for about 3 months before they're happy to be able to give that certificate.
It's a rigorous test then, as it should be.
Rigorous test.
Yeah.
Yes, so that helps with people with allergies. You know, pollen, things like that. Dust mites, bed mites, all that sort of
the
thing.
bedroom, oh my word, this
Yes.
comes into its own. It really, really does. Around your bed, around your headboard. Freshen up shoes, freshen up boots, you know, because steam has natural deodorising properties, doesn't it?
Because what happens is it kills bacteria, and bacteria is what creates the smell in the first place.
Yeah, this is
so therefore it neutralises odour. So if you've got pets, you won't have a pet smell. If you've got someone who's smokes, you won't have that nicotine smell.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, you can put a fragrance in because steam doesn't smell of anything. It just smells clean. But you might want to have a fragrance.
Well, yeah, I might want to. And do you know what? We've got these. So you order these separately. So if you want a fragrance, we've got 2 options for you. You can have 2 lavender or 2 pine, which we actually think is more like a natural meadow fresh kind of eucalyptus kind of scent. But this is great. If you ever walked into those lovely hotels and you're greeted with that lovely scent, it smells gorgeous and clean and inviting. You can have that in your own house. Do you know what? I actually saw some, I think they called it house perfume. It was £39 for a bottle in this high street store. I went there, my girlfriend the other day. And I mean, did it smell nice? Yes, it did. But no, I thought it was £35. £39. But this, you can have your sofa smelling gorgeous.
Yeah.
You can have your headboard, your bed, your mattress smelling nice. The rugs,
Use it
the
on your
carpet.
mattress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your mattress. It's going to be smelling lovely. Would you like 2 lavender or 2 eucalyptus? Or, well, we call it pine. But the lavender, it's that lovely, fresh, sweet-scented lavender.
Like a French lavender.
It
that
is.
Sort of thing,
It takes me
yeah.
outside into a lovely a Mediterranean garden.
It does.
It's lovely. You can have this in your home if you want to.
Yeah.
Add that into your basket. But guys, go for the steam cleaner bundle. If you have just joined us, you're saving £120. And normally you get 1 of these microfibre mop heads, but now you're going to get 4 extra. So obviously 5 in total. Do not miss out on this. All of these amazing accessories is in the box. That's 9 accessories. Plus, like I said, 4 extra cloths. So I can't really think of an area around the house you can't give a deep clean with this bundle. But the sooner you start buying a steam cleaner, a quality one like this, you're going to start saving money long-term on cleaners. Because normally what's in the cupboard under your sink is going to be a cleaner for the carpets, a cleaner for your hardwood floor, a cleaner for your tile floor. That's just flooring. Then you've got one for your bathroom, one for your kitchen, one for your chrome tap work, one for upholstery. You know, you can spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds a year, let's say, on cleaners, but this is just going to use tap water. So you can just clean without knowing you're wasting money and storage on chemicals. No special fluids, no special distilled water, straight from the tap, folks. So 453 594 is your answer number. Now, we have returning customers and brand new viewers every single day here on Shop on TV. You can see us here every single morning shortly after midnight on ITV1 and STV. We're always on YouTube too and our dedicated free view channels, but we're here every single day. We have new viewers every day, like I said, so if you're brand new to shopping with us, just go to the website shopontv.co.uk. Do it on your laptop, you can do it on your phone, wherever's easier. Click live deal. In fact, here it is. When you go to the website, you see this page. Click that button live on air, scroll down, and these are the special offers we've got for you live right now. It's approaching 1:10 on this Sunday morning. Don't miss out on this deal. You're saving £120. Honestly, if you search for that bundle elsewhere, you will see our usual price of £279 is actually bang on. It's actually bang on. In fact, let's go through this. Curry's £279, for example, and you can check this out right now yourself. I always do the research, of course. Make sure you're happy. But our usual price is very competitive. In fact, Polti, they have nailed it on their own website, £249. But there's no catches here today live because we get through so much stock. Every now and again, we can make these offers happen. You're saving £120. It's £159. That is a bargain. All you spend today, if you want to spread the cost on PayPal Pay in 3, it's 3 payments of £55.32. So that's one today. That's it. Now, this will be delivered in a few days. There is a very, very good chance it will be delivered in time for Christmas. However, we can't guarantee it, OK? We can't guarantee it. I would say there's a high chance it will, but we can't guarantee it because obviously it's the early hours of Sunday morning. But you know what? As presents, I'd be happy to receive that. I like practical gifts the more older I get.
And also the fact is, in the long run, it saves you money because we spend an average of £350 to £450 a year.
Yeah, don't doubt it. Don't doubt it.
You know, on chemicals alone. So if you think the first year, it's paid for itself completely.
Yeah, I think so.
You know,
yeah.
and because you're only using tap water.
It's nice to know. Once you've taken the plunge, as it were, once you've invested in this, that's it then. Just go to the tap.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. You think, oh, yeah. You feel like you cheated, but honestly, you can save so much money long term.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's the one to get.
Now, let's think about what we can clean in the home, because I think a lot of people, you know, I was sceptical. I mean, I've had mine just over 20 years now, and I was sceptical at the time, thinking, oh, can I use it on this?
Yeah.
You know, or can I not use it on that? But if you think any washable surface in your home, you can use this on. So that, if you look in your kitchen alone, you've got windows, you've got tiles, you've got worktops, you've got handles, you've got cupboards, you've got floors. You've also got inside the cupboards, air fryers,
microwaves.
Yeah, freezers.
Yeah, kitchen cabinets, freezers, fridges.
As well. Yeah. Also, if you want to defrost your freezer, you can defrost your freezer in about 20 minutes. So there's that many places just in one room. You know, without you going in the rest of the house.
Honestly, freezer, you have to dedicate time for that normally because it's waiting for the stuff to freeze out, to thaw out. You can just blast it. Blast it, honestly, you can get it cleaned so quickly.
Absolutely. Now, with this one, it comes with all the brushes. Now, all of the tools either go onto the short piece of your handheld one, or you can put one of the extension poles in and put that onto the end, or you can put both extension poles in and you can put whatever tool you want on the end. Because of how it's designed, it maintains its pressure.
Right.
That's another reason a lot of steam cleaners, the extension poles take away the pressure. So consequently, it's got further to go.
By the time it gets there, it just spits and spatters, but not this, not the Polti.
No. So you've got all that power, as you can see, to get into awkward areas. Also, tap, OK? You've got really stubborn lemon. Put some lemon juice on it, leave it for about half an hour, then go and use your steam cleaner because the steam will chip away at the lime scale without doing the damage to your tap.
Nothing abrasive, of course,
But you don't have to stand and polish. I mean, look how this shines.
That's spotless,
Because you are not using a chemical.
Yeah.
When you use a chemical, you leave a sticky residue behind. That's what the smears are when you've done your windows, for instance. It's the chemical that's left behind.
Especially like the taps, the joints, it gets caked up in there, doesn't it, over a period of time?
Yeah.
This is just blasting it all out.
It's just
But
clean.
Those areas there, that for me, with a
Yes.
cloth, you can get most of it out, but you just want to get the steam, because it's steam, it can get into those awkward areas
It just
that
goes,
cloth simply cannot get.
Also,
around your hob, around the dials on your hob.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't go and buy expensive drain cleaner, okay? Because you can get, this will blast the dirt out.
Or they can stink as well, can't they, drains?
Yeah, they can. So, I mean, also down the shower
Plug
waste
holes,
as well, you know, with the soap. Now, that pink stuff that collects in the corners of the shower is actually dead skin cells and soap, right?
Beth. So
open the doors and the track that runs along. You know, after a time, it gets a little bit stiff to open and slide the doors.
Yes,
because lime scale's starting to build up. Use your steam cleaner.
You're right.
Yeah.
Where your shower screen joins, the runners.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
Yeah,
That's
use
such a
that
good
and
idea.
it will do that. And the best place that this is good for, if you use the upholstery tool that it comes with, you get the socket, everything's washable, right? Now, my tip is to always wash all the cloths before you use them.
Okay.
Kicks in the absorbency. But use this for your cooker hood to dissolve the grease on the cooker hood.
I just, when's the last time you did yours? It's making me think. I haven't done it for ages.
Yeah.
And reaching up there is a nightmare, but that's going to be so good. Even like the top of the fridge, the side of the fridge, kitchen cupboards, kitchen cabinets.
Absolutely. In fact, I haven't got a filter inside mine, these newfangled ones. The actual part of the unit is the filter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, you know, like used to buy those like paper type ones and go there. No, they don't now. But this is the only thing I can think of apart from dismantling the whole thing, stick it in hot soapy water and hoping that it dissolves the grease.
Yeah.
It doesn't escape that, I'll tell you.
No, it can't. So 4-bar pressure, honestly. This is why it's been one of our biggest selling steam cleaners. It's Polti. You get a 2-year guarantee. And if, in the rare occasion, you should have a problem with it, get in touch with Polti. They actually come to your house and they pick it up. They can either repair it or replace it within, 5-10 working days. So you've got complete peace of mind with this one. But people love it. We're going to read some reviews for you shortly. But this is the Vaporetto Smart 100B. Just with the power steam, it can cut through grease, clean, sanitise, neutralise dust and dirt with the Vaporetto. Cleaning for all surface types. So your floors, your carpets, your rugs, your upholstery, your glass, your tiles, your worktops, your grouting, your kitchen and bathroom fixtures and fittings. It just keeps on going. Honestly, everything from your dog beds, your cat beds, your cushions, your kids' cuddly toys, help to sanitise those. Your cars, your interiors. But you've got 4-bar high-pressure stainless steel boiler for quick heat up. Auto refill system with removable tank for easy filling. Vaporforce Brush with built-in fragrance dispenser. We've got fragrance you might want to add into your basket too. Check those out. 3 levels of steam. Well, actually, it's a dial, so you've got various different levels. Handy parking unit for the brush and accessories. Approved by the British Allergy Foundation. So if you're an allergy sufferer, this is bound to help for you guys too. But the overall reach of 7.5 metres. But guys, I can't think of areas, put it this way, around the house that you cannot give a thorough clean with this. I can't think of any areas this isn't good for. I really can't. If you've got any questions, by the way, because we are here live with Bev, it's studio@shopontv.co.uk. Send us in an email. If you've got any questions at all, it's important for us to know that you're happy. But maybe you've already got this. Maybe one of the many viewers who've bought this previously, email us in. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know why would you recommend this to somebody else. But look, at the moment, you're going to save £120. You're saving money, but we can't do this deal all the time. Look, it's a run-up till Christmas. There is a chance this will be arriving in time for Christmas if you buy it now. We can't guarantee it, but there's a chance it will do, OK? So 453 594 Buy yours, shopontv.co.uk is the website. You can do it on your mobile phone, you can do it on your laptop, wherever. Add it to your basket and get it checked out. You can type in the item number or click live deals, scroll down, you'll see all these offers right there. We have brand new customers, returning customers every single day. So guys, shop with confidence. Right, so we've done all around the kitchen. We've done cookers, we've done around the sink, we've done the taps, we've done surfaces. Flooring now, is it?
Floor, yes,
right.
Because you have the ability with the floor cleaner to be able to do that. But before I do that, people with conservatories or tiled kitchens or tiled bathrooms, things like that, the grouting is usually the difficult part. Well, put the little brush on the end of your extension pole, because that way you don't have to bend down. And again, we want that power of that steam to come through. Now, when you've not used your steam cleaner for a while, you've probably been cleaning a little bit and then you leave it. What happens is condensation will collect in the base of the pipe, okay? So what I do with mine is just give it a quick squirt before I start into a cloth, usually, okay? Now, literally, you can use the brush combined with the steam to force out the dirt that gets trapped within the actual grouting.
It just pushes out the dirt, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just makes it easier than you having to get onto your hands and knees onto the floor.
Scrubbing, no chemicals.
So think about also around the front door, you know, where people come in. I've got in my bedroom, I've got French doors, and of course the front part is tiled, so obviously
grouting's a nightmare. Dirty grouting can just ruin the whole look of any area that you've got grouting in. But especially I've got like mosaic tiles around my my shower head, and they get really bad. You know, they start to get a bit yellow, don't they? Honestly, even if it's just the first thing you do is freshen up your grouting. When you walk back into the bathroom, you think, wow, it's completely transformed.
Shower heads as well, that's good. Forget it, because, I mean, you know, you're not supposed to stick pins and stuff in them, are you, and that? But just get the steam, and it will just get rid of the limescale that collects in there. And again, you're not breathing in that chemical. All you're breathing in is steam. So, you know, it's got to be better for you. Now, this is the floor head that comes with this. You've also got on the back of here a little scrubbing brush, okay? In fact, if I just take this off, you'll be able to see. Yeah,
you get 5 for those interchangeable heads and the machine washable
and they just go in the washer. Don't use any fabric conditioner, because it stops absorbency.
All right.
If you do, don't worry about it, just wash them again. But that's what I do with mine. That's how easy it is to put the cloth on. There's a little scrubbing brush on the back if you've got really stubborn stains. That's where the fragrance goes inside there. So you can either have the fragrance on or not. It's entirely left to you. And then literally, where that has been, we've released the dirt, then just use your steam, put your steam on. Now, if you've got a really stubborn stain, you can either put the steam over for a few seconds just to break it down.
Some mud, dirt, just grease around where the cooker is in the kitchen floor.
You can also loosen it with the scrubbing brush if that's what you want to do. And then once you've loosened it, you just pop that back on and you steam away.
So with that, the amount of power you get from the steam from the Polti, that coupled with the microfibre head, that is a powerful combination. It is.
Absolutely.
Do you know what, Bev? If I was using my old mop and bucket, that would be saturated there.
Well, it would. And the thing is, what you would have done with your mop and bucket is just move the dirt around.
Yeah, you spread it, don't you?
Exactly. But remember, every movement of this is 120 degrees. That's what's sanitising these surfaces. But because it doesn't over-wet the floor, you can use it on sealed wooden floors.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Because that does worry me. I've had even a laminate floor, which I've had too much water in the past, and even those bits can warp, can't they?
Yeah.
But that I can actually already see that drying.
That's one pass over with that.
You see that? Like, I can see a couple of streaks, but that I can see it dry. That bit there is bone dry.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with that.
Absolutely bone dry. But the thing is, we've sanitised that surface, but we've not done the damage. Now, if you have your sealed wooden floors and you want to polish them, get some beeswax from the supermarket.
Right.
put about a spoonful of beeswax onto the cloth at the bottom and then clean the surface with the beeswax onto your wooden floor, and that way you will polish your floor. Yeah.
They've handed in some kitchen towel. Shall I bend down a bit? Because you know what, right, now, normally, if that was a mop and bucket, that would be bad. Even on this bit here, look, the bit we've just done, not a single drop. Not a single drop. I'm really impressed.
Right, let's do this one.
Right, we'll give it a moment. We'll give it a moment.
Over, okay?
Do you know what? I can already see it. I can already see it. In fact, you know what, we'll get...
Go on, do that bit there, look, where it's dry.
Oh, yeah, I can see a dry bit there already. Right, here we go. Right, there. Right. Not a single drop, right? That, my friends, that's just not damp. That is
bone dry.
And I can still feel it slightly warm as well now.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with that.
But you see, the thing is, you've sanitised that surface. That is the most important part of this. If you've got pets or you're puppy training or you've got cats, you know, and you want to sanitise them or stop not the cats, sorry, not the pets, I'll rephrase that.
Yeah,
sanitise the floor, then this is the thing you need. But, you know, you're going to get rid of that smell. They're not going to re-offend in that spot. Because steam will neutralise that odour.
And naturally too.
Yes.
You know, I'm really impressed with that, I really am. So your floors in your house, you're covered. So when it comes to your carpets and your rugs, you've got a glider, haven't you?
You have. I'll just put this on and show you.
By the way, all of these accessories, they're all in the box.
Yep.
Everything we've used for the kitchen, all that, all of this is in the box. All of it in there. Normally you just get one of the microfibre cloths, but you're going to get 5 in the bundle. Plus, of course, you're saving £120. Polti was around about £249. Curry's was actually £279. You can check now. But now it's £159 if you buy it from us here at Shop on TV. I'm so impressed. I really am. So 453-594. Blown away by this. But please, do not miss out on this price. We've actually reached one of the busiest parts of the show. You're not going to regret it. You really are. And just for people who are checking out, peace of mind, 2-year warranty.
2-year warranty. Problem is you pick up the phone up, based in Manchester. They come to your home, they'll collect the product, they'll either exchange or repair, and they will get it back to you between 5 to 7 working days.
I can't argue with that, can you? Joe, if you're curious how it's going to feel in your house, just having that power of steam in the fingertips and just using tap water, still your cleaning once you've bought this. If you're curious how that feels and how spotless your house is going to look and feel, it's worth it. £159 or 3 payments of £55.32. We haven't got an endless amount of stock of this, though. Do get this whilst we've got the stock and whilst you're saving £120. We've now reached the busiest part of the show. Now, look, and there is a chance this will arrive in time for Christmas. We can't guarantee it because there's only a few days away. There's a chance we'll, but we can't guarantee, OK? But do you know what? Personally, though, after Christmas, maybe between New Year's, a funny time.
You might have friends.
After New Year, I
you
think,
might have friends and family, and you think to yourself, is when everybody's gone home, I want to do a quick clean. I mean, I used to spend, Wednesday was my day off, and I used to spend all day cleaning.
Was it?
Just catching up on the work that I was doing. When I had my steam cleaner, I'd done it all by the morning. The whole lot.
Really?
Yeah, in the morning.
And it felt really clean,
and
your house.
And it stays clean. You know, when you look at things and you come home at night, it stays clean for longer because you're not using chemicals. Don't just confine it to the home. I've done garden furniture with it. I do my pots with it.
Right, okay,
you know,
really?
because the thing is, you want to sanitise the pots that you use because of transferring diseases in plants and things like that. Don't buy expensive chemicals. Use your steam. You're sanitising again. I've cleaned, well, my husband's cleaned the greenhouse windows.
Oh, really?
You know, because again, you're sanitising.
Algae and stuff. Honestly, once you first use this and you realise, when you see the results, your obvious areas like your floors and your kitchen sinks and your hob, and then you think, right, what else can I do? And honestly, there's deep clean and then there's steam deep clean.
Tell you what I have done, actually, which you know, let's face it, it doesn't say on the box, but I put it through its paces. Believe me, if it survives me, it's a good machine.
You should get that on a T-shirt as well.
I actually did the patio because we wanted to paint it. Very old patio, and we thought, right, I won't need to paint it now to make it look half decent, but I needed to clean the slabs.
Right.
I actually took mine out and I steam
patio,
cleaned
really?
the pan.
It
Yeah,
did well?
I did. And it cleaned, and do you know that paint's been down there 8 years now?
Really?
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah, it really...
Because you need a thorough, clean,
you need
thorough
it to
surface
adhere to
for
the
the
section.
adhesion, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
And you know, when we go through different seasons, there's different areas we focus on, like patio furniture in the spring and so
Yes.
on. That's going to be great. Garden furniture, all that kind of thing is
And
going
the
to be perfect.
cushions.
And the cushions, yeah.
Yeah, do the cushions.
If they've been in a
because-
stuffy attic or in
Yeah.
the storage box in your
Yeah,
garden.
absolutely,
oh,
yeah. Everything. I mean, when I get the steam cleaner out, that's it. You know, move out the way because everything gets it. You know, and I can do things so quickly and it stays cleaner longer. And also, one thing you've probably not thought of is it's one of the best wallpaper strippers you will ever have.
Honestly, I never used one for
5
that. I
layers
wish
of wallpaper
where
that
were
goes
you
on.
last year?
Yeah.
I was, honestly, just little bits tear off and little
Oh,
bits.
no.
You can get
No,
the
no.
soap stuff, can't you? And like the removers, but this is much better.
Yeah.
So carpet cleaners, that just slots on the top. So rugs and things.
Rugs, carpets, you can use it on mattresses. Take it, put your carpet glider on, do the mattresses as well. Because let's face it, how else will you wash your mattress? Clean it. It will take about 45 minutes for them to air completely.
Right.
So consequently, just leave it that 45 minutes just to dry completely. Always check with your manufacturers because I do believe some of the memory foam you can't
Not designed for that,
steam
no.
on. But as I say, just check with your manufacturers just in case. But majority of your mattresses, pillows, definitely, you will get a lot longer out your pillows.
Yeah.
Quilts, you can use and refresh your quilts. I mean, I can't get my quilt in my washing machine, but I can keep it nice and fresh.
Well,
by
this is
using
it.
that.
This is it. And do you know what? Putting a duvet and things in, or mattress protectors in the washing machine, it's the drying time as well that's a nightmare. Curtains, they never look the same if you bung them in the machine. Some you can't. But this is just a quick way of just freshening those areas up. But even in this video here, we've seen it on your surfaces, your floors. Tile floors, hardwood floors, sealed wood floors, you know, it makes no difference. You know, everything from your cushions to your kids' cuddly toys, to your headboards, when do you last clean those sort of areas? To your sofa cushions, to your car seats. I can't think of any areas you can't clean with this, I genuinely can't.
Caravans.
Caravans, yeah, holiday homes, it's great.
Yeah,
even in the kitchen, from your... When was the last time you did your microwave? Honestly, I think if I had to pick an area I dread, it's toilets, microwaves, go on air fryer. They're the areas I really dread cleaning. Ovens, actually, they're just
You hate doing it,
awkward,
don't you?
You know?
Know, you put it off. You think tis I'll do that tomorrow, and then you know you've put soup in it and it's exploded, and then you think, oh, I'll do that later, and it never gets done, does it?
The poor microwaves, they get neglected, don't they?
They do.
Bless them, they must get offended.
Yeah.
But you know what, let's remind you exactly what you're getting for your money. This has been a big, big start to the show. Lots of you have got this in your baskets. Do get them checked out because we can't do this deal all the time. So you're saving £120. It's in the run-up to Christmas. This is something that every single household needs, whether it's a big stately home or whether it's a flat in the city centre. It makes no difference. This is what you really, really need. But whilst we got this saving, whilst you're getting not one mop head, you're going to get 5 mop heads in total. Normally it's just one. You're going to get 5. Plus that massive, massive saving. Now, I understand it's that time of the year. It's not the cheapest time of the year, is it? I know that. But that's why we've got it on PayPal Pay in 3 for you, so you can spread that cost, and it's interest-free. So all it is today is your first payment, £55.23. That even includes your postage. This will be sent out to you on Monday, so you could get it for Christmas. The chances are I think you probably will, but I can't guarantee it, OK? We can't. But how do you get yours? Right, shopontv.co.uk. When you go on the website, click that button live on air, scroll down, and we've got all of these amazing offers for you. That handheld, by the way, we're going to look at that shortly. But this is the main part of the show. It's all about the Vaporetto Smart 100B. So this is for your surfaces, your floors, awkward areas, everything from your taps to your hobs to your sofa cushions, to your curtains. It just keeps on going. I can't think of any other accessories you'll possibly need. Sometimes you buy something, then you get that eventually, then you buy that. No, you don't buy anything else. All the accessories you could possibly need is in the box. Now, just to explain, because we have new customers every single day here, when you add it to your basket, it doesn't mean it's yours. Some websites, some online retailers, they reserve it for you. Because we get through so much stock so quickly here, we can't do it that way. So it's only yours after you check out your basket. And it gets to because quite often the more and more demos we see, all the sales, if you like, they bottleneck. So everyone's scrambling around for the last one. In other words, someone can get yours out of the basket. So if you want yours, please don't relax if it's in your basket. You must start to check out, and then it's yours. Then it'll be into your coming into your home. Literally within a few days. I'm looking at it now. It looks the part.
It is neat.
Even the I've got an old vacuum.
Yes.
They're like plasticky wheels.
No, these are rubber. Yeah, rubber, so it glides.
It's the real deal, this.
Yeah, and also it's designed to be pulled with this, so when you're using it on the floor, you don't have to keep picking it up and moving it along.
Yeah, good point.
Now, if you are someone who has hard water, usually that is the death of most things like kettles.
Well, I lived in London for 9 years, so you get used to
yeah,
that there.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's been the death of a good many steam cleaners.
Yeah, irons and all sorts, yeah.
Exactly. But Polti realised this, and so this is what you're paying your money for, is having that quality, because you need to be able to get rid of the limescale that collects in the tanks. So what Polti have done, they've given you this part here, which is like a plug, if you like, and that's where all the limescale falls into a chamber, which sits at the bottom. Because the tank that it's made of is a special stainless steel. It's an AIP boiler and it's coated. So therefore the limescale can't stick to it very easily, and it falls down in a chamber and collects at the bottom. But obviously you need access to that to get rid of it. Now, some of the cheaper ones, if you noticed, you can't get into the boilers to be able to do that.
So the days are numbered, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So all you need to do periodically is just unscrew this, tip it on its side, pop some water in. I use my measuring jug. Just swill it round and then just tip it out and pop that back on. That's all you have to do. That's the maintenance. That's it.
That's so easy, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. To fill it, you can fill this at any point in time.
It's a big tank, that, as well,
yes,
actually.
Yeah, nearly 2 litres. I mean, I would say you would I get probably a good hour before I have to think about filling it.
Really? Right, fair play.
Yeah, absolutely. But as I say, you don't have to wait for it to cool down, so you can take that out. If you don't want to take that out, you can actually unscrew the plug and just fill it while it's sat in its unit. All your tools actually sit in this little box at the back, so you know where your tools are. Your poles also will sit in there if you want them to go in there.
Easy to store.
You know,
it looks neat even when you're not using it.
Yep, absolutely. Also, you've got on here to be able to turn the steam pressure down. So if you're doing things like the curtains or windows or things like that, and you don't want to have such a force of steam, you can actually turn that steam pressure down.
Honestly, Bet, do you know what? One of my favourite parts of the show is as soon as you press the button, the trigger, it just blasts out.
Yeah,
you know, because I'm pleased that if you bought inferior brands in the past, because I've used some in the past over the years, and it is a bit disappointing the amount of steam. Yeah. But look at that. I mean, that is blasting out. And look, it's not good. It's not intermittent. It's consistent flow of steam. Yeah. That's Polti. And please, do not miss out on this deal. Whilst we've got £120 off, this is the pressure you're going to get. And it just, as soon as you press it, blasts it out.
Yeah, absolutely. The reason for that being is Polti actually put 2 chambers inside here.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Right, yep. So what happens is you put the water in the front, it takes it into the first chamber and holds it there. Then it drip feeds it into the second chamber. That builds the pressure up, so your first chamber will drip feed the second chamber. So periodically you'll hear like a vibration noise.
Right.
So it's not stopping the water from going in, It's just topping it up all the time. So that's why that pressure...
I have no idea.
Yeah.
This is what Polti quite often. I mean, I think they always look good. And the accessories, you know, they just feel
Quality,
sturdy.
yeah.
But it's what's inside. It's what you can't see that gives it the longevity. And that's why people just love the brand.
Yeah.
We've got so many reviews for Polti for various different appliances over the years. But when it comes to this, I would not hang around with it. I would not hang around. So you're doing a chopping board now?
Well, yeah, because the thing is, you can't put the wood and chopping boards in the dishwasher, can you?
Yeah, this is
because they'll split. So you want to be able to do that. Now, if you're worried about things being over wet and damp and then, you know, getting mould and things like that.
Wooden kitchen surfaces I worry about mould and all.
Right. Super dry heated steam, okay?
Right.
When you boil a kettle, the water molecules within the water are tiny. So if you put your hand anywhere near them, they'll scald you, okay? So as soon as that kettle stops boiling, all of a sudden, wherever it is, will fill up with steam.
Yeah.
Tiles and things like that. Water molecules in this machine are forced out at such pressure, they're larger. So they evaporate into the air, so it's drier. So it's super dry, heated steam. And that's how it's produced.
Now, obviously, you keep your hands away from it, but we're just
I'm
showing
going
you
to say it's 120 degrees at the cleaning point, OK? Obviously, this point, it's OK.
Right.
So the cleaning point, 120
And that's
degrees.
what you want.
Don't get anywhere near that. Steam works in three ways: heat, pressure, and water. OK? And that's basically what it does. You've got the heat to kill the bacteria, you've got the water to rinse it away, and you've got the pressure to lift it up. And that's how it works. That's
just to
basically
blast it out.
steam.
Honestly, I think for...
So simple.
But yes, you're going to see the difference, you're bound to, when it comes to your floors. But those areas where you can't get to with the cloth, honestly, where your hob sits on your kitchen surfaces...
Yes,
it just
absolutely.
blasts, because you might have bits of food, but bits of chicken juice in there, who knows?
Yeah.
Blast it out. And you see dirt just getting chucked out from all the steam. You just know it's right in there, whether it's the hinge of your toilet, under the rim of your toilet, around the dials for your hob, for your cookers. Those areas where you can't get to with the cloth is perfect. But I don't know why you need to buy chemicals after you bought this. So start thinking about the money you save long term. When you invest in this, right, that's it. It's just tap water now.
Yeah.
Well, it's
You've always got
nice.
that.
You've always got that.
Yeah.
It's so nice to know that that's it then. From now on, the sooner you can start getting steam cleaner, the sooner you can start buying chemicals and, well, saving money long term in that respect. Let alone the space, you know. When you have this, you might get a cupboard back, a whole cupboard from all the cleaners under your sink.
Well, yeah, that's true. And the thing is, you know, you've got little ones running and racing around. You know, you haven't got the worry of thinking there's a load of chemicals sitting under the sink and I've got to make sure, you know, they can't get into it.
This is it, yeah?
Tap water. There's also a child lock on this, so while you're using it, you can actually lock it off.
Yeah,
if you
very
put
important.
it down, phone goes, you know full well that it's
Peace of mind
safe,
there,
peace
haven't
of
you?
mind.
Yeah.
So there's an awful lot of thought gone into this
There is,
machine.
there is. Into the engineering in it. It looks the part. All the accessories, they just feel so solid. Now, we did mention it's a big bundle. You've got 9 accessories, guys. Everything we've used, all the accessories, all the attachments that we've been demonstrating live for you this morning is in the box. So you're going to get the brush, the carpet accessories, the small window cleaning accessories, the 2 round brushes, the steam connector nozzle, the spatula. You're going to get 5 microfibre cloths. Ordinarily, it's actually just 1, but you're going to get 5. You're going to get a socket, which goes onto like the window squeegee attachment, so then that's going to be ideal for the sofas, the back of your sofas, your cushions, your kids' toys and so on, your car seats. It's going to be so handy to have. The angled nozzle thing under the rim of your toilet. It's so good. That focuses the pressure even more. It does such a thorough job. It blasts out that steam. But you know when you've done your cleaning of your house, you know when you've done a really deep, thorough clean, do you feel better? Because I do. There's nothing quite like it when your house smells, feels fresh, especially after you take the Christmas decorations down. Or maybe just after Christmas, before New Year, you're going to give it a quick freshen up if you've got a friend's family coming around to stay. It's nice to know you've done a thorough clean. But look, no chemicals to do any of this job. So it breaks down grease. It's a natural deodorizer steam. You've got the natural sanitizing power of steam, because this is steam heated to 120 degrees, folks. They're the pads, by the way, underneath that head. Normally a 1, but now you're getting 5. That grout cleaning tool, I'll tell you what, once done like your main jobs, you know, your floor, your kitchen surfaces, because it doesn't take long at all, just freshen up your grouting. If it's going to be around the shower head, that's a bad area, isn't it? Or maybe in your floors. If you just blast away that dirt in the grouting, it can transform the look of a room. It really could. I mean, grinding out grout and regrouting, that could be a job. That's a serious job you got there. That's boring as well. Try this first. Blast out the dirt with the steam. So, usually, £279. It's now £159. Well done to all of you who've just bought yours. You've just saved £120. Anna's just been in touch. Anna, thanks so much. Can you use this on leather sofas, by the way? What do you think there?
Good morning, Anna. If you're going to use it on to be able to clean a surface, what you need to do is not touch the leather directly with the steam. It's too hot. But what you can do is spray it into a microfibre cloth and then apply the steam that way onto your actual leather suite. But don't put the steam directly onto it, it's too hot.
I see.
So it has to be a distance away.
I understand. And I hope that helps. Any more questions, keep them coming in. Anyone. We have brand new customers every single day here on Shop on TV. In fact, we can see us every day on ITV1, on STV, shortly after midnight, whenever the last programme finishes. And we're always here until 3 a.m. You can watch us on YouTube, you can watch us on TikTok. We've got all bases covered. But we've had a busy show. Thanks so much. With savings like that, you know you're going to have a big one. Right, we're moving on to this now. Now, this is ideal. Even if you've got an iron, still get this, because yes, this is good for the house, but if you travel, whether it's abroad or whether it's around the UK, wherever you're from, this is so handy to have. It folds away, so it fits in your suitcase beautifully well. It's steam ready in 30 seconds, but this drops out the creases so easily on your clothes. You haven't got to get an ironing board out. So whether it's cotton, whether it's on a denim, pretty much all fabrics, really. So 974503. Now, usually £69. And I bet people will be buying it for that price. But at the moment, it's £49. Right, you're going to save £20 if you buy this today. It's on 3 payments on PayPal. That's 3 payments for £17.98, just that one today. And that includes your P&P. So it's 974503. Maybe you never shop with us. Maybe you never shopped on shopping channels. It's shopontv.co.uk. You can do it on your smartphone, wherever you get access to the internet, basically. You can call us if you prefer. It's 03333 241 241. I have just been told by a producer the phone lines have been busy tonight, OK? There may be a small wait, but hang on in there, guys. We are going to get to you. But if you can go on the website, you'll find it much quicker at this moment in time. For when you've got deals like this, it's no wonder we are busy. And when you've got brands like Polti, wow, we love it. Absolutely love it. OK, let's crack on with this. So, Bev.
Can I just answer? We've had a very good question, Charlie.
Yes.
I know you was busy.
Was I absorbed?
Yeah, she was
in the
absorbed.
Moment,
From Caroline, our producer, and she was saying, does it make you hot? When you clean him because of all that steam. But no, it isn't. Honestly and truthfully, it does not.
I don't feel wet. The atmosphere doesn't feel steamy.
No, it's not. In fact, to be honest, it's decidedly cold in here. And also, if you notice, it doesn't steam my glasses. Because it's super dry, heated steam.
Yeah.
And that proves it. And that's absolutely fine. No.
These things fog up. You know, when you walk into a building in the winter, that's embarrassing.
Open the oven for me. I can't see what I'm looking in the oven for.
It's really annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
But actually, you're right. And I've been stood right next to you. These haven't fogged up or anything like that.
Not at all. No.
Right. No. Shall we move on to this then, Bev?
Yes, why not?
This is a great piece of kit. Love it.
Yeah. I have to say, this is a cracking little piece of kit. So much so, as I said, my daughter got married in May this year. June this year. I forgot, it was so hectic.
Right.
But anyway, she decided not to do it by halves. We're going to get married in Mauritius. So I'd got...
Off we go to Mauritius.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
What's the flight time to Mauritius?
Oh, 11 and a... Well, to be honest, it was 11 hours something, because I don't know why. It must have gone a different way. They told us it were 14 hours at one stage, but we did it
really?
in...
You're joking?
Yeah, so I don't know what
But it
we
was a
did.
nice wedding. I bet it's magical.
Oh, it was
there,
beautiful.
wasn't it? Yeah,
Absolutely
I bet.
beautiful. But I'd got 5 bridesmaids' dresses and her wedding dress. And if you'd see the box that the airline sent me to put her wedding dress in, I mean, honestly and truthfully, it was ridiculous. So you can
Cramming it in.
imagine what it was in. But anyway, I managed to get it on. I think I got this look on my face as I walked on the flight. Anyone comes near this box and they're dead, basically. You know, that's
Was it quite a scary look?
It was a very scary look. But anyway, when I got it out, I thought, oh, I'm never going to do anything with this. But I took my little steamer with me. And I did all 5 wedding attire.
Really?
I did the actual bride's dress.
Bride's dress.
I did my dress
Because
as well.
the last thing you want there is to rely on a hotel iron. I mean,
no, I would not have touched it.
Because honestly, they're filthy. They spit out just that limescale, just gunk. You know, how many times have you ruined a shirt in a hotel iron? Let alone you don't want to do that on a bride's dress, do you?
Oh, no. I know how much it cost. I paid for it. So
Good grief.
there were no way I was using the iron.
Do you know what, Bev? This proves the point. So you haven't got to get an ironing board out. You just put it on a hanger and you just drop out those creases.
I must admit now, Charlie, I don't stand and iron for hours at all. I just iron and go as I need them.
Just freshen up.
Yeah, I do. And so consequently, I want something that's quick. So very rarely do I get my big iron out now.
Right.
I don't. You know, because I just think, well, I don't need to get the ironing board out. If you've got some, you know, a flat or something like that, and you haven't got the room for an ironing board,
Yeah,
you know?
Do you know, they're all good things to store away, aren't they?
Yeah,
this is so much
absolutely.
easier. I mean, that would go in a drawer quite happily,
Yeah,
you know.
well-
I mean, caravans, holiday homes, you're laughing with this.
Look at that.
There you go.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also
You're going on a cruise.
comes
Yeah,
with a little
holiday.
bag that it takes it with as well. So I put that. In fact, to be honest, I leave mine in the back of the car while I'm coming to work.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
You know, just in case that
Well,
I need to use.
if you and your other half or a family member, or if you know someone who goes on lots of business trips, even if it's not to Mauritius, even if it's just down the road, you know, you try and hang it up on the little handles on the back seat of your car, try and do that. But the bottom bit gets creased, doesn't it? And if you've got that meeting, that job, if you travel quite a bit, this is an absolute must, OK? Now, we've had a question as well. Right. They've been very cheeky, actually. My producer, Caroline, has said, she's asked me, Charlie, have you ironed the whole shirt? 'Cause sometimes presenters don't. I will let you know, Caroline, I've ironed the back of my shirt too. I have tucked myself in quite often. I mean, sometimes if you're wearing a jacket, it's just collars and cuffs. But no, I've done the back as well. Honestly, what do you think of me, Caroline? Please. But you know what? This is much, much easier.
Well,
you
it
just
is
drape
easier.
it over.
Yeah,
it must be
and-
kinder for the clothes, I think.
Absolutely. And also, it doesn't matter what fabric it is, you don't have to worry about changing temperature because you're just using the steam. But again, because you're buying the Polti steam, you're buying that higher temperature of steam, so you can deodorise.
Yeah,
So
this
when
is
you do
curtains
your
then,
jackets,
actually. Yeah.
when you do your jackets and things, not only can you get rid of the creases, but you can also help to refresh
Do you know
those
what?
jackets as
Suit
well.
jackets, honestly, I worry about an iron going on here.
Yes.
Because, you know, if you
Shine.
got that shine, if you got that iron mark, it just sticks to the base of your eye and you've ruined it, you've had it.
Yeah.
If it's an expensive item of clothing, you don't want to even risk it with an iron, do you? This is perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, these type of trousers...
lacing and so on, lacework.
Now, you know, these are men's wool trousers, and they've got like a lycra part in it as well. So So you think to yourself is, I don't want to have to put to hot iron on.
Yeah.
Because then you would get the shine from the lycra.
Do you know what? Even if it's clean, but I've got creased trousers, you're tempted
Yeah.
to take it to the dry cleaners just so it looks smart again.
Absolutely.
And honestly, that can mount up. It can mount up on
Well,
dry
it's
cleaning
expensive,
bills.
isn't it?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Look, if it's for anyone, absolutely anyone who wants to do ironing but make it easier, this is an absolute must. I mean, there you go, proof's in the pudding. It's night and day, isn't it? The ironing board hasn't got to get out, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, this is just every day at home. If you're travelling, stick in your suitcase, you're going to be absolutely sorted, aren't you?
No.
So any fabric you can't do then,
Any
Bev, with
fabric, you can use this on.
Right,
also, things like your sequins. I mean, you know, Christmas.
Yes.
Probably been folded up in the loft or something like that. And you think to yourself is, well, I'm not going to take those to be dry cleaned, but they want a bit of a refresh.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
use
how
it.
would you do that with an ironing board?
Well, you wouldn't, would you? You know, a lot
Do you know
of
what,
them you'd
fancy
melt.
dress costumes, you know, if it's
Yeah.
quite elaborate, they're going to be great, just to freshen up it. It's been in the box in
Absolutely.
the attic for years, I'm giving them a freshen.
Oh, I tell you, my daughter used to do ice skating, and she
Right.
was, you know, in the shows. Oh dear, I wish I'd got this then, because honestly, it used to drive me bananas.
Oh, I bet.
And it was so expensive, the costumes.
Oh, they can. Fancy
Yeah.
dress costume, I think it's, honestly, I can't believe it. And they're so poorly made, some of them too, aren't they? No. Do you know what? We're going to move on. You're loving this. £20 off. It's compact, lightweight, 0.65 kilograms. How about that? So it truly is light. Foldable handle to reduce its size, so it's really good for travel companion. Steam ready in just 30 seconds. Aluminium sole plate, perfect ironing anywhere, suitable for all fabrics, refreshes and eliminates odours for clothes and upholstery. You've got a 2.5 metre cable, which actually is generous. Quite often irons don't do that. But look, really, it's a velvet travel bag. Yeah, you got all that too. Maybe it's a gift for people. Do you know if someone is travelling a lot, then this is great. If you order it now, there is a high chance it will arrive for Christmas. We can't guarantee it, unfortunately, because we are in the early hours of Sunday, but there's a chance it will arrive. Now, people have loved this. So these are previous viewers, of course, who have bought it. Stuart, if you happen to be watching, thank you. Stuart says, I bought the Polti steamer and it is fantastic. So easy to use and heats up so quick. Thinking of taking it with me, taking it when me and my partner go on a holiday next, as it is so light and compact, would urge anyone who wants one to buy one, and it's been a life changer for us. How about that? Thank you very much, Stuart. There's lots more you can read on the website too. Right. What is the website here, you ask? It's shopontv.co.uk. If you click live on air, click shop now, we make it easy for you, scroll down and you see all of these deals. These are the special offers that Bev and I are presenting to you live. We haven't even seen that aerobase tonight, this morning, but that's already been busy. Now, it's the Wing heated airer. Now, personally, I don't like using tumble dryers. I think it can ruin clothes. Do you know what I mean? They just feel a bit different, don't they? But if you haven't got heated areas, especially this time of the year, it can take clothes so long to dry. This really, really speeds up, and it's cost efficient to run with low energy consumption too, by the way. Heats up to 55 degrees for much faster drying. Folds flat for easy storage, portable lightweight construction for added convenience, and it is powerful. You know, you've got two foldable wings. You can fit a lot on there, you know. And you're saving a tenner, so it's £49.99. It's really, really good to have this. Again, we can't guarantee this before Christmas, but there is a chance you will do, but I can't promise anything, OK? But I think it's likely, but I can't promise. Right, we have got the collapsible laundry baskets, by the way. So a basket's handy, you know, when you're using it, but when you're not using it, it's in the way. So there's stores. I think this is going to fit into most drawers, by the way, so it's really, really handy. Right, but let's go back to the main part of the show. It's all about the Polti Vaporetto. This is your ultimate steam cleaner for all around the house. Now, if you were to search for this on the website, on the internet generally, you'll find other vendors, other online stores with similar prices. In fact, Curry's matches it at £279. Polti is a bit lower, it's about £249. But today, live here on Shop on TV, it's £159. I encourage you to do a bit of research. In fact, we've done it for you to save the time, but always do have a look, because it's your money. It's important that you're happy. If you go to Curry's right now, £279. Polti, fair play to them themselves. They do beat us, our usual price, $249. But this is a special show. This is a special offer where you're saving £120. And here you can easily spread that cost interest-free. PayPal Pay in 3, yeah, 3 payments of £55.32. It is excellent value for money. And here, I'm not sure elsewhere, I think the other places you get one of the microfibre mop heads. Just check me on that. But here, you get 5 mop heads in total. How about that? It is brilliant. But this is not just for your floors, this is for all around the house. Bev, for those who've just joined us, this has been our biggest seller today. Why would you be going for this?
Actually, I've got this machine at home. This is my machine because it's compact, it's powerful, it's a 4-bar pressure. You've got all the tools you need to clean your home. Also, I like the idea I don't have to wait for it to cool down.
Yeah,
I
nice.
can take that part to the tap and fill it as I'm needing it. I've also got the nice large floor
Shall I move this lovely plant?
I was going to steam them. I was going to steam them.
Oh, so I thought it was just set dressing.
No.
We're cleaning artificial plants though. I'm going to say, this is lovely, but do we need it? It's actually...
Yeah.
How about your shrubbery?
How about your shrubbery? But the thing is, if you've got real plants, they like the humidity.
Yeah.
OK? If you've got plastic ones and false ones...
They like dust as well, they say. Yeah.
Right, well, use your steam to knock the dust off. OK? So you can dust using this, but if you've got anyone with allergies or anything like that, you can actually help to reduce the amount of pollen that comes in your home because you bring pollen in on your clothes.
Yeah.
You open the windows in spring and summertime, pollen comes in onto your curtains. So take your steam cleaner because this has the British Allergy Foundation seal of approval. Go in the room after you clean it and spray the steam. Just keep going round, just spraying all the steam all around the room because the dust particles and the pollen drop to the steam, drop to the floor, and then you...
It makes sense, that.
Yeah,
it makes
you will
sense.
vacuum 70% of the pollen out of your home.
For bedrooms alone,
Yeah,
because I worry about when I'm
absolutely.
asleep, you know, with deep breathing and
Yeah.
what we're breathing in. And do you
Yeah.
know what I would do? Maybe after Christmas, maybe get your essentials done, your floors, your surfaces, and then
Yeah.
while you're at it, do your mattresses, freshen up the sofa cushions, and when you get into bed, when you sit on your sofa, you just... for me, psychologically, I just know it's had a thorough clean. I think tidy place, tidy mind. I've always thought that. I feel like ready for something else. I feel like reset, ready to go for the year, you know.
And I think also if you've got family coming over, you know, and you don't get a chance to keep on top of things, and then when they've gone home, you think, oh, I can't face to clean all that. You will be amazed how quick and efficient a steam cleaner is.
Do you find this quicker than, like, getting the chemicals out?
Oh, a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to, as I say, my day off was Wednesday, and I used to spend all day Wednesday just cleaning.
Wow.
Yeah, all day. But now... I mean, I keep on top of it, little and often I keep on top of it. But when I first started to do that full day's cleaning, I cut it down to a morning.
Oh, really? So by lunchtime you were done?
I did. And I did a better job because I'd not used chemicals, which left a sticky residue behind, which then the dirt stuck to it a lot quicker. And you know, like when you walk on the floor, it's like walking with packets of crisps. Well, that's the chemical you've cleaned it with.
This is
that's
it,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
sticking to.
And actually, I find drying time is quick with this. So we're talking about floors.
yeah.
Your old-fashioned mop and buckets, you use a lot of water, and
Yes.
you have to be so careful with wooden floors, don't you, for that reason? Because they can warp so easily over a period of time.
Yeah.
But this, it just dries so quickly, so you can just carry on as normal like in your house. You can walk over your floors quicker, I think it's fair to say, yeah.
I mean, any surface, if you think in your kitchen, how many surfaces that you can do. I mean, you know, if you've got pets...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely fantastic.
Because steam's a natural deodoriser, isn't it? So you'd use this on your dog's beds, your cat's beds, yeah?
Absolutely. I would use the larger one. You can actually put this onto the short pole if you want to. So you can now go and do inside the pet bed.
Yeah, this is it.
You'd put one of
Maybe
your
they've got
cloths
that
on.
part of the sofa that's theirs, you know, they like to sleep on.
Absolutely. So put that on. If you also want to put it on the mattress and you want to clean the mattress as well, you can, because I mean my cat sleeps on the bed no matter how many times I tell her. She takes no notice and she'll sleep on the bed. Also very good at removing pet hair as well. So if that's what they do, they sleep in a particular area and there's always the pet hair, use the steam onto the pet hair because it acts as a magnet and it literally pulls that pet hair off. So do inside the pet beds.
Yeah.
Also, if they get fleas and things like that, you find that they tend to lay them underneath the radiators and along the skirting because that's where it's warm.
Didn't know that, yeah.
It's where your pipes run usually and that's where it's warm.
Never thought of
And
that.
they hatch out every 5 to 7 days. So take this, use one of the just normal end of it, like so. You don't need to put anything else in it. Go along underneath the radiator and also round the skirting because you will help to kill the flea eggs because it will melt them.
It will melt them. Well, because this is 120 degrees we're talking.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's easy to use, and you've got a safety catch on there, haven't you?
Got a safety catch. That's the button that you press. Very lightweight trigger. Also, you see this little button here. You slide it down, and then that will lock the trigger off. And
child safety catch.
Child safety catch.
Great stuff.
Also, extremely lightweight, and you don't need a degree in technology to be able to put the clips, the actual clips in, and they just clip into place. Press the white button to remove it. Same with that, it just sits into place. Those also will lock into position.
So all of this is in the box.
All of this is in the box. You get quite a comprehensive booklet to tell you where things are if you need to. Also, you get all the tools. That's your carpet glider.
This is great. I love
which
this.
actually sits on the base.
So just lift it up slightly. So
Yeah.
what about your deep pile carpets, medium pile? Any advice there?
Yeah, any. You can use it on rugs, carpets, whatever you want to do. I would also use the carpet glider as for your mattress as well, and the 3-piece suite.
So that's an essential piece of kit, and like we said, it's all in the box. Your Vaporforce brush, your carpet accessory, your small window cleaning accessories. You've got a little socket for that actually, so that can use to double up as another little mini mop head. So for your sofas, for your curtains, you might find that better. You've got your 2 brushes, your steam concentrator nozzle, spatula, and the good thing is here, quite often when I've done steam cleaners in the past, it's one microfibre mop head.
Yes.
Because look, you can machine wash them, but if you are doing a thorough clean, you might want to steam one for your bathrooms around by the toilet. I'd have one for there, and then I'd do hallways. I'd have a fresh one for the carpet. Then afterwards, bung it in the washing machine.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, you might do your sofas with one. Like you said, you might do your mattress. And how would you wash
Always colour
these?
test just to make sure.
Yes.
You know, whatever fabric you're using, because sometimes they can't, take the heat. But just
check
just
the warrant,
first,
check your manufacturer's.
This, I just throw mine in the washer. I always wash them at 60 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay. Good wash, no fabric conditioner because it stops the absorbency. It's just like towels. If you do accidentally put fabric conditioner in, don't worry, just wash them again.
Yeah.
Also, when you get these home, I would wash these first before you started to use them because it kick-starts the dry,
Right, okay.
part
And do you let
of
them
it.
dry naturally then? You don't put them in the tumble dryer?
I'd either chuck them on the radiator, chuck them outside or wherever.
They don't take long to dry, actually,
no.
do they?
Also, you don't have to. I mean, this is how good Polti is because if you've got that on your floor, part like that, and you don't want to touch it, Polti have given you a label with a footprint on.
Nice, fair play.
So you can put your foot on that and pull it off, so you don't even have to touch it.
I wonder what that was for.
Yeah.
Seriously, they just thought of everything because you don't want to touch it. You just chuck it in the washing machine.
Yeah.
Just like that.
You just hold that like that and then it comes off. It's just them little things like that. Now, I always think if they've taken their time to do something like that...
They really care, don't they? Because that would have taken more effort, but they know it's worth it. It's little things like this.
A lot of people don't like touching
There's an
it.
area where you could put like a scent in, isn't there?
Yes, in here, right.
This is fantastic.
Okay.
Because
We'll
obviously
put
steam
some in.
doesn't smell, but...
No.
if you do want that scent, like, you know, when you walk into that nice hotel or that nice high street store, it just smells, oh, you can have your house smelling like those sort of areas. And this is great. Because look, sometimes if you have got cleaner, it is the scent people love, but just because you steam clean doesn't mean you don't get that. These are separate, so it's under the you may like. So if you want to pop this into your basket, you can. You can either have 2 lavender or you can have 2 pine. It's the same item number. It's just a drop-down menu, whichever one you like. Right, this is great. So a few capfuls.
Yeah, just a few capfuls. There's an
smells
on and
lovely,
off, okay? Right, so on the, but I mean, this is going to be your floor cleaner, let's say. And then you clip that onto one, and then once it comes through, can you smell? Oh, yeah, I can smell it now.
Do you know what? It's, again, yeah, do you know what? Oh, it's so restful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's lovely. And as I say, you can use that on your mattress, on your pillows. You can put your extension poles in and use it in your bedroom floor.
Yeah, this is it.
Regardless of what floor you have, whether it's a wooden floor, tile floors. I mean, I've got wooden floors in my bedroom.
Yeah, I've got both, yeah.
I haven't got carpet in the bedroom, so consequently, you can still use that. And then I would put the eucalyptus one in.
Yeah, we call it the pine, but we all think here it's a bit more like eucalyptus, really.
It's like a Scandinavian pine. It's that sort of thing, isn't it?
It's like a breath of fresh air in your house. I love that. You know what, though? You know, you can find on social media, like I get these adverts for like these perfumes and these sprays around the house, and they're so expensive, some of these things. You don't need to spend it. But if you like, you know, especially I think with the lavender, or any of them actually, you know, when you go, it smells like a spa.
Yes.
Your house. You know what I mean? Like that hotel lobby or that spa.
Yes.
You can have your house smelling like that. It's gorgeous. And you're going to get a bit of scent from the floor, from around the sofas, because you clean all these areas. Your headboards in your guest rooms have that scented with lavender.
Oh,
it is. It's lovely. It's not
beautiful.
Overpowering. It's not divisive, I don't think.
No.
It's just gentle there. It's beautiful. But add these into your basket. Yeah, you get either the 2 lavender or 2 of the pine. You might get both. Yeah, you might do.
And also, think about it as well. If you've put some of that in to start your cleaning, to do your floor, but then you think to yourself as well, I want to do inside the oven, something spilled, can actually switch it off. So you just switch the button off, it stops that fragrance going through. So you can go back to cleaning your oven.
Nice.
And then when you think to yourself is, right, I'm going to go and do the bedrooms now, I want to refresh the mattress, you can press the on button again and it'll bring the fragrance through.
Honestly, do you know what though? I'm partial to a takeaway, which I carry back in the car.
Yes.
But honestly, I would having that scent to freshen up the car seats.
Yes.
That's going to be lovely, you know.
Absolutely.
It's going to be really nice.
There are so many uses for steam cleaners. I do my outside cushions when it's time of year. I do my patio furniture. My husband's done the greenhouse before. My plant pots, I've done that as well, to sterilise plant pots. There are so many uses for it.
And you might just think, right, well, once you experience the cleaning power of a steam cleaner like this one, you might think, oh, do you know what, I can do with handles now, I think, or around the tap, or in the oven. You're always looking for things to clean then, and before you know it, you've done a thorough clean in your house, and you haven't had to spend money on chemicals. Because look, ordinarily, what's in the cupboard under your sink? An oven cleaner could be in there. You can even buy like cleaners for your separate microwave cleaners, separate air fryer cleaners. But then it's one for your grouting, and then you buy those pastes, don't you, for your oven? Look, using chemicals where food goes is never going to be a good thing.
No,
it's never going to be a good thing.
No.
And those pastes, some can be quite effective, can't they? But then, I always worry, have I rinsed it thoroughly enough?
Well, yeah,
before
because
you put food
you don't
back
want
in there.
contamination into what you're eating.
No.
But,
Honestly.
I don't like hard work.
No.
That's what you want. You want something that's going to dissolve the grease without me having to use a chemical.
And you don't want to end up replacing all these, do you?
No,
they can cost
absolutely.
especially if it's like, a certain brand ovens, buying extra accessories.
Well, my daughter's just...
You're right. It's not the easiest one, isn't it?
No, it's not.
We got through that together.
Yeah,
that could be one of those awkward telly moments. Nailed it.
We did it.
We did it.
I thought we're just going to chuck it on there, but anyway.
But you said your daughter, yeah.
She had to send for a new oven shelf because she'd only got one,
Right.
and she wanted two.
I hate to
and the
think.
small of this oven shelf was £30 just for an oven
Just
shelf.
chucking money, honestly, it's
I
a
know.
shame.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That reminds me, like barbecues.
Yeah.
In the spring, I dread the grill. I dread
Yes.
doing that, you know. And I'm buying chemicals, I'm using abrasive things.
Yes.
That I could just blast it with this then.
Oh,
It's bound to help.
absolutely. The amount of things that you can use this machine on. If you think of every washable surface that you have in your home, you can use your steam cleaner on.
Yeah.
You know, and that's an awful lot of places. I mean, the ovens,
Oh,
the
those!
hobs.
I've got a gas hob. I love
Yes.
it. I love gas, but it is a nightmare.
Yeah.
It is a pain to clean, you know.
Yeah, they are. I mean, you're having to take off and make sure you don't get things in the burners and all the rest of
Yeah,
it.
you do. You don't want to
But
overwet it,
no,
do you?
of course you don't. But you've got super dry heated steam with this. Also, grouting. If you suffer with mould in the grouting, this helps to kill the mould spores that create the black mould.
So behind the tap.
Yeah,
the
behind
ceilings.
the tap. Yeah. Also, the runner of the shower door. If you open the front door,
That is a
the
nightmare,
runner,
that thing.
Yeah.
Because you can peel it off kind of from the
Yeah.
base of your shower screen
Yeah.
and blast a load of steam off it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's always, you look at, and dare I say, you may even look forward to cleaning with this. I know that sounds cheesy, right? Steady on, Charlie. I know. But to be honest, when you realise how easy it is and you're
Yeah.
blasting it, and you think, oh, running out of chemical, there's another trip to the shop, another £3. But
Yeah.
actually, you just once you've actually bought this, it's just cleaner, isn't it? Right now, this is a big deal. You're saving £120, all right? Normally, you just get one of the microfibre mop heads, but you're going to get 4 extra. So yeah, 5 in total. We are so impressed with this. But the price, guys, I can't get over this. Now, our usual price is £279. If you see here, we actually match Curry's. Their current price for the bundle, we checked it, about 3 hours or so ago, £279. So we're very market beating. Just after midnight, actually, we checked it. Polti, fair play, a bit cheaper, £249. But with us today, this morning, live on Shop on TV, you may be watching us right now after the football on ITV1, STV, you're saving £120. Yes, this is now £159, guys. I can't stress this enough. I don't know when it's going to be back, if it will be at this price again. This is the time to get it. And it's also on PayPal, pay in 3. So that's 3 pence of £55.32. But look, please don't spend more money than you need to, because if it's going to be in the new year, you're looking to freshen up your house, you're sick and tired of buying all these chemical cleaners, you know what? Buy it now. Even if you're not going to be using this straight away, because look, you might get this for Christmas. And look, buying things like this for Christmas presents, I haven't got a problem with this. I honestly think people are getting more practical presents these days, you know, because of cost of living and all that. I think it is practical. But look, it may arrive for Christmas. We can't guarantee it, but it might do. It could well do. But look, maybe you're going to have this in between Christmas and New Year, or when do you take your decorations down at the beginning of January? That's when we have that deep clean. And do you know what? I love Christmas. I love New Year. But I actually like it just after New Year. I don't bother with dry January. Sometimes I do. But I actually like January. I think, right, it's a fresh start, 2026, a brand new year. But before you embark on, I don't know, if it's going to be adventures, if it's going to be business or whatever you do in the house, have a clean house, whatever your goals are for the next year. It feels like you've started, it feels like you've reset for the year ahead. And do that with Polti, do it with steam cleaning, because you can give, I think, anywhere around your house a thorough clean, and you haven't got to waste money on chemicals either. We've reached probably one of the busiest parts of the show. I do need to encourage you to check out your baskets. We are getting through the stock. We haven't got an infinite amount of stock. We knew this would be a busy show, but wow, it's even past my expectations here. We haven't got enough to go round if it keeps on going like this. If you're watching on ITV+1, just check the stock levels on the website, because by the time you catch up, we may have sold out. So don't wait for that to happen. If you're watching now live, do check out your baskets. And don't forget, if it's in your basket, it doesn't mean it's yours. Because the way it works here on Shop on TV, we suddenly get a mass amount of people trying to buy. Somebody else can grab yours. It's not reserved, but it's only yours until you check out. OK, so you must do that. Whether you go on the website or you can give us a call, 03333 241 241. But we've got brand new customers every single day. We have returning customers every single day. Go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, save the money, and as soon as you invest in a steam cleaner like this, start thinking about how much money you're going to save long term by not buying chemical cleaners. Not to mention the space you're going to save. You know, honestly, it can make a difference. Right, we've done various bits around the house. We've looked at this as a handheld, but Bev, this is also an incredible upright floor clean steamer.
Yeah, it's just an all-round cleaner that you can use. I mean, you can use the floor part to do your tiles.
Oh, to reach up high. Yeah.
As well. So, as I say, it's such an all-round cleaner. But primarily, I think a lot of people are going to look to think, oh, I want it for my floors.
Floors, yeah.
Because what's the alternative? You might get mop and bucket. Oh. The only time the mop and bucket's clean is when you take it out the packet and put it into the water. The first time, soon as you put it onto the floor and put it back in, the water has got cooler, so it's less effective. Oh. And also, you're just transferring germs from one surface to another.
You're dragging around dirty water. Yeah. Do you know that? I've also got... I used to have one of those triangular mop heads.
Yes.
And they're quite heavy. Yeah. And it might not have been that. I can't remember which brand it is. But one of the paddles in my washing machine has broken.
Oh, right.
And I don't know what it is. Because that's quite heavy and clunks and clanks.
Yes. Yeah.
It might not have been that, but it didn't help, OK? It could well have been that.
Yeah.
But I'd rather wash those heads, actually. I think that's going to be kinder to my washing machine.
Absolutely.
There's not heavy bits of plastic rattling around in there.
Absolutely.
I'd rather wash these, you know. But yeah, with this, it's like getting a new mop head every time.
Every time. And the thing is, the special mop heads, they actually, if you looked under a microscope, they're little tiny hooks, which are 7 times finer than a human hair. There's that many of them on here. No, I haven't counted them.
We're going to do that now, aren't we?
No, we're not. and what, you know, as I say, it takes a long time for these to fill up.
It does.
I mean, I virtually do most of my floors with one cloth.
Really?
Yeah, and when
you got 5 if you need it.
Yeah.
You know. By the way, a third of the stock's been accounted for already. A third has gone. So if you're tempted, if you're curious how it feels to have that pressure, that 4-bar pressure of steam, that consistent steam, and how your house looks and feels after a thorough clean with steam, then go for it. You're saving £120. And this is how it can help you. With just the power of steam, it's going to cut through that grease, clean, sanitise, neutralise dust, dirt. And the Vaporetto Smart 100B, that is perfect. It's the ultimate bundle. You don't need to buy anything else, to be honest. It's all in here. You might want to add in the fragrance if you want to, but all the accessories are here. And in the box delivered to your door, it's going to be enough for your floors, your carpets, your rugs, your upholstery, your glass, your tiles, your worktops, your grouting, your kitchen, bathroom fixtures and fittings. And it's thanks to that 4-bar high pressure. You know what? It's built to last. You get a 2-year warranty with this. And should you have any problems, I doubt you will, but if you do, get in touch with Polti. They're based in Manchester. They actually arrange a visit to your house to pick up the machine and they return it. They replace it if it needs to, or they fix it, whatever. But you've got that 2-year manufacturer's warranty. In fact, one thing I haven't asked Bev for a while is the levels of steam. You can change how much pressure comes out. Not a feature you often see with steam cleaners. In fact, Bev, it's just a dial, isn't it, on the actual unit?
It's just a dial on the back. As you can see, if I just turn it round, it's just there. And all that does is reduce the amount of volume of steam that comes out.
Not the temperature?
Doesn't reduce the temperature, just the volume of steam.
So you still get that power of steam?
So if you want to do your curtains and refresh or get rid of the allergies that's on there, you don't want them blowing all over the place, you can just reduce the volume down and you'll have a gentle volume of steam coming out.
So you're always in control of the steam. Yes. So when it comes to flooring, do you have it on max? What do you do?
I mean, 99% of the time, I have it on maximum.
Right, nice.
There's very few times I really need to turn it right the way down. I just like, it's just so quick, so I just get on with it, basically.
OK.
Now, tiled floors. We used to get on our hands and knees, especially where the grouting is, you know, round the bit of the front of the toilet. if you've got tiles and the grout, between you and me, you know, honestly, how do they miss? I don't know. Really? I mean, the thing's big enough, isn't it? But, you know, they miss.
Mistakes happen.
Is it really? Yeah.
I know.
I know.
Doesn't matter.
But we want to be able to
Sprinkle where we tinkle. Yeah, there we go. Someone described it that once. Yeah.
But we want to be able to sanitise that
You
surface, don't you?
Talk about odours.
Yeah. And also, you want to get the grout into the grouting. So you can, because you can take that part of it off and you can put the brush onto the end of it. This is also very good for if you want to do... I'm going to go into the middle. So
I mean, that is filthy grouting you've got there.
Yeah, it is. So you can just see. But the thing is, if you want to release that dirt, you've also got the heat that is combined with this. So it's helping to remove the dirt, but also sanitising. So in front of the front door, you know, where everybody walks in.
Yeah.
All that
Mud.
area.
It's just build up, isn't it? And grout it.
Yeah.
I mean, people can rake it out, grind it out, then you got dust.
Oh, you don't want that.
It's just a mither. Try this first, because it could
Absolutely.
transform the look and feel of a bathroom. Even if you do your tiles and your taps, if you got dirty grouting, it kind of feels like a half-hearted job, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah.
But this just chucks it out. Just splats it out, then you can mop it afterwards. It's great. And this could be for your walls as well, don't forget.
Yep.
But behind your sink, that line of mould you get. Right, footprints.
Also, your shower door, you know, the shower door enclosure, you can use it to get rid of...
dried on soap and...
lime scale. That stops your doors from sliding. Also...
Just showered. I'll be excited to try it on that, you know.
Absolutely
I
brilliant
would.
on a shower. But look how it shines. And the beauty of this, it stays cleaner for longer. Because when you've used a chemical and you walk on it and you put your feet on it, it feels like a package of crisps, you stick into it, making that noise. Unfortunately, that's that chemical residue that's left behind. When you use steam, the only thing you're leaving behind is a clean floor.
It's a clean floor, that's it.
Yeah.
And we've got a wooden floor here as well, haven't we?
You can use this steam cleaner on sealed wooden floors. You can use it on parquet floors. You can use it on your laminate floors.
Yeah, which I think this is laminate,
Always
isn't it?
test an area before you start, OK?
Right, OK.
Just for your own peace of mind, OK? But as long as it's a sealed wooden floor, you can use it.
Then you're sorted.
Yep.
OK.
OK? Now, you don't over-wet it.
Because you really don't want to do that,
No.
do you?
No, you don't want to do that.
Oh, we're going to do the damp test, Bev.
You're going to do the damp test, OK.
Here we go.
I'm going to go one pass over then. Let's do the damp
I
test.
have my trusty kitchen towel.
Look, it's drying already.
It is, and you can see it. We'll just give it a moment or two. But so normally it would be a puddle right there from my mop and bucket. It would be a puddle.
Yeah, well, it would, wouldn't it? And the thing is, it'd get in the joints and, well, you just wouldn't mop it with it. Now, you can buy fancy polishers, but all they do is polish.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily clean, but they polish.
But they polish, yeah, this is it. Right, should we have a look here?
Yep.
And you can see. Now, there are a few wet streaks, of course, but can you see the areas there? Right, we're going to put some kitchen towel down. Right, there we go. You can feel it dry. Right, not a spot. Not a single spot.
Nope.
So, Bev, you've cleaned, you've helped to sanitise, deodorise.
I'm not
Help
having...
that.
Yep, dry. I'm also not having to go back and polish that floor because of the smears that I would leave behind. Now, if you want to polish your wooden floor, get some honey. No, don't get any honey. Sorry, it's that
beeswax.
It's that time of night now.
It's
get some beeswax.
nearly 2:30 in the morning, Bev. We're doing well.
I'm really doing well, yes.
So
walk
not
and talk
beeswax
at the same time. So go and get some beeswax from the supermarket and put some of the beeswax onto your cloth, then steam your wooden floor, and it polishes the floor, but it also sends a nice fragrance.
I bet it does. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
If you want to add in a fragrance, by the way, we've got 2 lavender or 2 pine, like eucalyptus fragrances. You might want to pop that into your basket too. We're going to get under the you may likes for you. So if you want your house to smell like a spa, Oh, that's worth adding in. And you know, we're not dragging dirty water because that mop head, so that's trapping the dirt. It's not spreading it around.
No, that's trapping the dirt and it's holding that dirt on there.
Great demonstration,
and
Bev,
that's
seriously.
what you want. You want a clean floor with very little effort, but also you want a safe floor. When you use a mop and bucket, all you're doing is leaving a load of water behind.
Yeah.
We've all said it. Don't come in the kitchen, the floor's wet.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, go and make yourself
And
wet.
this time of the year, it can take a long time, can't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's drying off beautifully well. I'd say that's barely damp now. Barely
and it's
damp.
cold in the studio tonight.
Yeah.
So it would take...
It's Baltic in here tonight, isn't it? It's not just me.
It is, no.
It's Baltic.
It is.
We're in Manchester. It feels like the Arctic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you know what? We've got lots more to do.
That's why I'm clutching this, because it's warm.
I know. You know what? We're looking at the time now. We're approaching 2:30 in the morning on this Sunday, this 21st of December. You know, Merry Christmas to all of you, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
Hope you
Merry
enjoy the
Christmas.
build-up to Christmas. A third of the stock's now gone. Talking about Christmas, if you order it now, it should be shipped tomorrow, which means there is a good chance you'll get it for Christmas, but we can't guarantee it. OK, it may not, but we think it probably will do, but we can't promise anything. But look, if you are worried about getting a cleaner at a really good price, because look, he won't spend more than they need to on anything. You don't, of course you don't.
Yeah.
At the moment today, on this live show, you're saving £120. Now, our usual price is at £279. That's actually very competitive. We did some research for it. Always do your own, of course. Double check. These are some prices we saw on the internet. Just after midnight, we checked this. Curry's actually matched our usual price at £279. Polti themselves on their own website was £249. So they're a little bit less money, they're a bit cheaper. But look, our usual price is plummeted to £159. I mean, that's extraordinary. If that was just £50 off, we'd still be beating considerably. Fair play. If that was £100 off, fair play. But you're saving £120. Do not miss out on this. It's not yours until you check out, because when we get this busy, it can bottleneck, and then everyone checks out. People can buy yours, basically, what's in your basket. So do check out. It's not yours until you confirm your orders. OK, here's how you buy. shopontv.co.uk. We have new customers every single day. We have returning customers every single day. So you go to shopontv.co.uk. Doesn't matter if you're watching us on ITV1, you might be watching us on STV, wherever you're watching from, makes no difference. Go to the website. You can do it on your phones if you want, your tablet if you've got it next to you. Go to click on live, scroll down, you'll see it there. Or what you can do is just type in the item number at the top there. It's you can see it's going to be 453594. But look, the important thing is you're going to save £120, but it isn't yours till you check out. I know I'm harping on about that, but I know people add it into your basket, or they have a nice sleep, and then a few things can happen. The price can change, or it's sold out, and then people miss out. And it has been busy. Thanks so much to everyone who's watching. You've got a cracking piece of kit delivered to your door. If you've just checked out, rest assured, guys, sleep well tonight knowing you've saved £120 and you've got a well-built steam cleaner, because I've used some, Bev, that just a bit of steam comes out eventually, but as soon as you press the trigger, psh, it's consistent. It's so well made.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. That's what it's all about. Franco Polti invented the steam generating system that sits inside the boilers back in 1978. His first thing was his iron, and then obviously, but I think it took 8 years later, then the steam cleaner came into fruition. I fell into steam cleaning, if you like, purely by having a chemical reaction. I was cleaning the shower. I'd done one chemical on the windows and then another chemical on the bottom.
And that could be £6 worth of cleaner
Yeah,
in terms of buying the bottles from the supermarket.
Yeah, not to mention I was coughing and spluttering. I went outside, I'd got tears running down me, and I thought, no, there's got to be an easier way to clean. So
we've had another surge, by the way, so more and more people just checked out their baskets. This is now one of the busiest parts of the show. Well done. We've got less than half an hour to go, guys. Well done. Sorry,
yeah. No, so I went into John Lewis and I asked them what other alternative methods, and they said, oh, why don't you go and see the Polti lady and go and see the steam cleaners? And I did. got it home. My first steam cleaner was a round one like this, and it was £349
Wow,
20 years ago.
right.
My husband nearly had kittens, I have to say. But do you know that...
So it wasn't widely known those days, was it?
No. And I have to say, honestly and truthfully, it blew me away, literally. And I went back in a few weeks after and I was raving about it. And she says, look, if you're that enthusiastic, come and work for the company.
Yeah.
And that's how I started at Polti. I had my steam cleaner before.
There you go.
And honestly, I've still got that steam cleaner. It still works. The only difference being is I have to wait a good 20 minutes, half an hour for it to cool down if I need to refill it.
Right.
This one I don't. This one now,
Take it straight
I
to
just
the tap.
take. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
there you
take
go.
it. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you live in a hard water area too, even if it's like London or big cities, then it's absolutely fine because they've thought of that as well, haven't
Yeah, they have, because that's another thing is you can always get into the boilers of the Polti ones because that is the sign of a good quality one, because a lot of the cheaper ones you can't. Once it fills up with limescale, that's it, it's done. With this one, this is what this part is here. It's all in the instruction book, so don't worry, you know, you'll go step by step. All you need to do periodically is unscrew this, tip it on its side, pour some warm water into it, and then just literally swill it around and then just tip it out down the sink and just tighten that back up, because that's a separate chamber where the limescale collects. So it cannot stick to the sides of the boiler. It's got a special coating on. It's a stainless steel boiler with it's an AIP coating, and it helps to remove the limescale, but it has to fall into a chamber which is down here. All you need to do periodically is just rinse it out. That depends on how hard your water is.
More people have just checked out. More people have just saved £120. This is a ridiculous one of those live telly deals that you can't get all the time. Genuinely, folks, well done. I don't know, it might be a gift for you. Might be a gift for the other half. It might arrive for Christmas. It might do. It should be shipped out tomorrow, but we can't guarantee it. But there's a good chance it will do, but I can't promise that. But
could be a wedding. You might have somebody getting married next year.
Yeah.
You know, what a fantastic present.
I think so. Wedding presents. This is so practical.
Yeah,
it really is.
Absolutely. Now you can turn the steam volume down, and that's this little button that's here. And if you just turn it down, you can see it just returns the volume down. It doesn't take the temperature down.
Right.
Just the force of steam.
So it's still the quality steam.
Just
it
the force.
just alters the pressure.
Absolutely. And as you can see, that's not wavering. That is staying still. That is your hard work, if you like. It's your elbow grease.
That's your elbow grease, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But look at that. It keeps going. It doesn't blink, does it?
No.
It just keeps. It's not being intermittent. It's not splittering. It's not splattering. It's just chucking out that steam. And that's what's going to get into those awkward areas you can't reach with a cloth. Around the toilet seats, around the taps, around your cooker hoods and so on.
Which way you put it, whether it's that way, that way, that way, it still will maintain its steam. It's
a good range. And it's not heavy, is it?
No, not at all. No, it's very lightweight. So if you've got dexterity problems, then obviously this is lightweight and easy to use. This is your...
This is flying out. We've actually reached now on probably the busiest part of the show. It's 2:30 in the morning. We've got a child lock on there as well.
Yeah, we've got a child lock on there. So let's say the phone goes, you can just slide that across, put it down, and it's got a child lock on.
And you're sorted there too. So all these bits we're discussing here, all of the accessories are in the box, OK?
Yes.
There's nothing else you need to buy, to be honest with you. It's all in the box. So, Bev, normally you get one cloth head, don't you?
Yes, you do. But they're giving you 4 extra, so you've got a total of 5 cloth heads. They're all washable. Just don't use any fabric conditioner because it just slows the absorbency down. But my tip to you is to wash them before you use them. It's like towels. You need to wash them to make them absorbent, first of all. You've also got a red and a black brush. Now, the difference between those, the red brush is a stiffer bristle and so therefore it's more powerful for likes of the barbecues and ovens and things like that.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with this. And you know what, sometimes with kits like this, you get like the starter kit, the essentials, then you have to buy extras. It's all in here. The only thing you might want to add in is some of the fragrances just to pop into your basket. But do you know what? This is what it's all about. Does your kitchen look like this? I mean, my kitchen looks like that after I've had a bowl of cereal. I don't know what. If I make a sandwich, it's ridiculous. But after a roast, after Christmas dinner, this is the one. Or maybe, honestly, it's a nightmare. I'm so messy. But you know what? This could be after a Sunday roast. This could just be a midweek clean. This could be when you've got your kitchen, your Christmas decorations down. You're looking at the house, a bit of a mess, a bit of grease from the turkey still on the floor. This is a chance to give your house a thorough clean, ready for 2026. And do you know what? I think tidy place, tidy mind, Bev. Do you feel better when you've had a bit of a clean and thorough scrub?
Always. My car looks like a skip on wheels, right? It does, honestly.
Mine's embarrassing at the moment.
Yeah, extremely embarrassing, mine is. But do you know, I couldn't have my house like that at all.
No.
I don't know what it is. Everything has to be in place because otherwise I'm a picture straightener.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm one of them.
Yeah,
I'm one of them.
But as I say, the car's like a tip at the minute.
But I just feel a bit more in control when once your house is in order and clean. You know, just going to work, just finding things. I think it's so important. I personally really do believe in that, you know. And even when you walk downstairs in the morning and your kitchen's spotless when you make a cup of tea, when you go into bed, it's like have it smelling fresh and being lovely. And your house deserves that. Or maybe have got guests coming, maybe around New Year's Eve. You know, you've got the in-laws coming round. You know what? When you walk, first impressions are important. So your floors spotless, even freshen up the dog bed, the cat bed, your sofas. You know, if it's going to be the headboards and your on your beds, if it's going to be your mattresses, your cushions, your scatter cushions, three-piece suites,
anything. I mean, my gran used to say it's easier to keep a house clean than it is to clean a house. That was her saying.
Do you know what? I haven't heard that before, actually. That's really... Just keep on top of it, isn't it?
You know, just keep on top of it all the time. Now, I'm not saying I get my steam cleaner out every day. I don't. No. But when I do get my steam cleaner out, it's at least twice a week. And honestly and truthfully, the difference that it makes... Now, I forgot, actually, I was going to tell you this at the very beginning. My friend rang up the other day in an absolute panic. What her husband had done, cooking the joint, on a Sunday, went to put the joint back in after he'd tested it, caught it...
Oh, no!
Tipped the whole thing all the way in the oven, in between
the fat, the juices.
All the fat and juices, all in the doorway and absolutely everything.
It goes down there in the hinges with the door, doesn't it?
Yeah, they thought they got to take the door
down
off.
The cupboards.
Yeah, it was on the floor, it was everywhere. So, of course, what did she do? Can I borrow your steam cleaner?
Right.
So, yeah, she did. I mean, they still had to take the thing out to get to the back part.
It's still a mess, but
she said I wouldn't have been able to have done it otherwise.
No.
Can you imagine?
There's a few things there for me. Firstly, I wouldn't want to use chemicals in the oven around the food.
True.
But also, that fat spins like that, it's going to get right in those hinges, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where
a cloth will go around it. It's not going to go in the hinge and just... A steam can just blast those areas clean.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know?
And the thing is as well, you're using water. You're using Mother Nature at the best. This machine has a British Allergy Foundation seal of approval on. That means it's upper level.
Right.
It's more powerful.
Yeah.
It's got a wider range of a spectrum of killing bacteria, allergies, dust mites, that sort of thing.
It's the pressure.
Pollen.
It's the pressure.
Yeah, and the temperature.
And the temperature.
Yeah.
And you know what, actually, I'm just looking at the oven. There's so many areas here. Around the dials.
Yeah, the back of the dials.
You know what, I get a bit dithery when I'm cooking, especially when you're multitasking, like, well, that's cooked. I've got greasy hands, and then I've got grease all around the dials, a bit of food's on there. Oh, but then steam, it's going to get in there. It's going to get blasted in there. You might get a corner of a cloth a bit, but steam can travel in those places. You're not going right behind that, are you?
You won't.
You know?
I mean, if you're in any doubt, just switch the electric off before, if you want to do that. But you know, things like your freezer, defrost your freezer, sanitize it as well as defrost it.
This is it.
I mean, my freezer's a tall one, and I can do it in 20 minutes.
So for open the door, getting the food out, to cleaning, to food back.
Yeah, to clean it.
Really?
Yeah, 20 minutes. Now, many years ago, you know, when you do the old knife bit and the boiling water.
It was a job, wasn't it?
Well, when I first got married, I decided, boiling water, knife, went straight through the gas thing.
No!
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, you've got to be careful, haven't you?
No Sunday opening then. So consequently, I lost all the food and everything else.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah. Don't even been married 3 weeks.
Oh, no. Honestly, it's just annoying. Look, it's a boring job defrosting a freezer. Let's speed it up. Do anything else, quite frankly. You know, we've got 80 minutes on the show. You're saving £120. Normally you get one of these mop heads, but you're going to get 5 in total if you get this today. It's 453-594, and well done to everyone who's just checked out. Generally, folks, the proof's in the pudding. Do you want a steam cleaner that's got powerful projection? That's exactly what you got here. I did say you got everything you need in the box, and I mean that. All of the accessories, the angle nozzles, the little brushes, the grouting, the scraper tool, it's all there.
I'm going to show you this one.
Oh, no, we haven't seen that.
Look at this.
So that's a window squeegee, but with a socket on it.
I would say with the socket, yeah. You can do all your surfaces. This is also, oh dear, oh my good night. Honestly, you think it's clean in here, but I'll tell you. The thing is, I use it for my kitchen cupboards.
Yeah.
You could use it for your upholstery if you wanted to. But if you take that off, there's your squeegee, look, if you can see.
Oh, hello, shower screen.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Mirrors, very good for mirrors.
Bathroom mirrors, hello.
You know, when I first started work, I trained as a hairdresser. My job was to clean all the the mirrors at night. And what did they give me? Methylated spirits. Oh, I was as high as a kite on the bus on the way home.
That does honk, doesn't it, that, yeah. Honestly, I really think this is... I think it's a bit safer. I really do think it is. And just steam. You know, we're trained to... We've always been trained by these brands and adverts that all you need is just a cleaner for that, a brand for this, something for this, something for that. I mean, but I can think of 3 or 4 cleaners for your bathroom, like the cream stuff for your tiles, and then then your chrome cleaner, then a toilet. It keeps on going, doesn't it?
And also, why is kitchen tiles different to bathroom tiles?
Yeah, silly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's weird, isn't it? But, you know, you're going to get bacteria in your bathroom, you're going to get bacteria in your kitchen, doesn't it?
Do you know also, I never realised this until Rob told me this.
All right.
You know the spray cleaners that we use on the worktops, let's say?
The anti-back things. Yeah.
You've got to leave them on a minimum of 7 minutes for them to actually work.
I remember you telling me that, I remember you telling me that.
I couldn't believe that. No. How many of you do that? You know, what do we do? We spray and we wipe, don't we?
Yeah.
Because that's human nature. We haven't got time. 7 minutes to wait.
And you did mention, actually, because I have used those, and if you've got, like, granite work surfaces or, like, I know, quartz, whatever, it can dull it down a bit.
It can.
Because if you do leave it on, you've got to go back, wipe it, then you've got to buff it, polish it.
Yeah.
This is just the power of steam.
Yeah, just the power of steam. That's all you've got. And the thing is, as well, I'll tell you now, when you get this steam home and you start to use it, you will be amazed how clean your home feels. But 2 or 3 days later, you'll walk in and think, well, it still feels clean.
Yeah.
It does stay cleaner for longer.
Yeah, I think so.
It's amazing how it works.
Talking about staying clean. Actually, I think it smells fresh too.
It does.
We talked about the deodorising, the natural deodorising power of steam. Like down plug holes you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah,
You know?
oh yeah, drains.
Like
yeah.
drains,
Yeah.
oh, they can really stink, can't they? And how about like shoes, walking boots, wellies, your kids' football boots? Trainers, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gym bags and kits,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. I mean, I use it down my shower plug hole because well, it says natural blonde, I mean, obviously.
You could have fooled me, man.
But the thing is, it congeals after a time. You wash it off.
Right.
So I just blast the steam down.
And just
you
helps
know?
loosen it, yeah?
Yeah,
And it's not
absolutely.
nasty chemicals down there, because you get strong bleaches and all sorts.
Oh,
and,
do you know-
it worries me.
Do you know if you looked under a microscope, if you cleaned your bathroom suite that you've spent thousands on, if you looked under a microscope when you've used bleach, you would see fine scratches. That gives a platform
Really?
for the thing like
like a
lime scale
Yeah.
and the germs to stick to. And that's what it does. It takes
I had
off.
no idea for
And
that,
it bleaches it. It doesn't get rid of it.
Because bleach
it
is
just
a
bleaches
harsh
it. Yeah,
chemical.
yeah.
It's horrible stuff.
Use
The
that.
smell makes you feel ill,
Yeah.
actually.
It
So
will
this
get
is,
rid of the lime scale.
use this. This is like the most, I think, in my opinion, really, just the most natural way of cleaning.
Yeah.
Just water. Water to a high temperature,
Yes.
120 degrees.
120 degrees,
And that
yeah.
pressure, there's something just so nice about knowing it's just so natural. And it's bound to save, you know, all right, you got the unit, but
Yeah.
once you got that, how many plastic bottles do you get through over the course
Yes.
of a few
Yeah.
months, a few
Yeah.
years?
Yeah.
You know, it really can. It can mount up, honestly. Imagine going to a supermarket. Yeah, the chances are, well, you haven't got to go down the cleaning aisle.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't. I
Less
don't.
times,
Yeah,
you know, and
no.
you haven't got to go down there buying this, buying that, buying
Yeah.
that. And just imagine the difference on the receipt at the end of your shopping.
Yes.
Yeah, just imagine taking away that off each time you go to a supermarket.
Yeah.
OK, invest in this now, but long term, you can start to see the savings appear. And that's going to be a lovely, lovely thing. But if it's time for a deep clean, and it will be after Christmas, won't it? Maybe between Christmas and New Year, it's an odd time, isn't it? But, you know, after New Year, I think when the decorations are down, that's going to be, I would say, the most common time for people. The tree's down, you got the little needles from the tree, you're giving the kitchen a bit of a deep clean, you're getting ready for the new year. Are they mid-January? I think it's a most popular time for a deep clean. Then you've got this classic spring clean. But look, it's good to get ahead now. Whilst you're saving money, going forward, this could be usual price. If you go to Curry's now, it's like £279. If you go to Polti themselves, you're talking about £249. But if you can buy this today, you're going to save £120. And it's also on PayPal Pay in 3. So 3 payments of £55.32. So you've got something at a heavy, heavy discount. You can spread the cost interest-free. And you can start looking forward to saving money on chemicals. Right, just thanks to everyone who's watching. 40% have just been told of the stock's gone. We knew you'd be busy, but wow, it's Saturday night or Sunday morning. This has been a busy time of the year, obviously, for socialising. Lots of people are out. But 40% of the stock has gone. Guys, do not miss out on this. Do you know what? Have you used steam cleaners before? Have you been put off from the pressure? Try Polti, please try Polti. So as soon as Bev presses down that trigger, you've got that consistent pressure of steam. It doesn't blink, and that's the pressure, that's the quality you've got with Polti. But less time cleaning, more time doing anything, quite frankly. More time being with your kids, more time at work, whatever it is. People enjoy cleaning, some people do, but honestly, for me, I just want to get the job done quickly and easily, and I don't want to spend a fortune on chemicals, and that's where this comes in. So if you're curious how this is going to help your house look gleaming, then try it. Buy it. If it's your time for a steam cleaner, the sooner you can buy one, well, the sooner you can start saving money long term on buying chemicals. Right, it's £55.32 a day. That's it. That includes your P&P. This will be, the chance that this should be sent out to you tomorrow. You should get this in time for Christmas. I think it'd be a good present. Why not? People think, oh, got me a cleaner, got me this. But to be honest, people are buying practical presents these days. With the cost of living, the way that things are at the moment, people are going practical. They really are. That's what me and my family are doing. Right, normally £279. It's now £159. Add your P&P, and there you go. Total £165.95. This is an absolute bargain price, guys. It's not every day we can do this. It's the build up to Christmas. We're all a bit giddy. You know what? We get through a lot of stock very, very quickly on live shopping telly, especially with us here. We're on ITV1. Can you imagine how many people are watching all around the country? You might be watching on Plus One. Check the stock on the website. STV. There's a lot of people watching on YouTube too. Right. So Bev, what have we got here for one last time today, really?
Floors. Just before we go, I just want to say this thing. Those of us who've sprayed the snow on the windows in the lounge.
Oh, right.
I
Fake
once
snow.
did it many years ago, and it took me till February to get it off the windows. It was so bad.
Well, that stuff even is, but it gets like sticky, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, don't worry about it, because if you've got a steam cleaner, it comes off so easily.
Right, okay.
Absolutely. Right, floors. You can use the mop and bucket, and you can spread those germs from one floor to the other.
Right.
The only thing is with the mop and bucket, there's only so many surfaces you can do. You can't do wooden floors
but
because you
that's
can't
one
ever wet
pass.
them. Yeah, okay. You can't do carpets with a mop and bucket as well, okay. But you can do all your floor surfaces with your steam cleaner, and it just literally dissolves dirt
Doesn't
on
it?
contact.
Is that satisfying? Does it
Isn't
look
that
satisfying,
easy?
you know?
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, the most important thing is, not only have we got rid of those paw marks, we've also sanitised and sterilised that floor surface. And at the moment, with all what's going on, with all the flu viruses and everything else,
Yeah.
anything is going to make
It's
your
bound
life
to help.
a lot easier.
Anything that can help.
Anything, why it's worth a try, isn't it?
I think
Absolutely.
so. And by that, but this is your handheld as well, so you might want to do the door handles, the door.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
kitchen doors,
Toilets, yeah.
yeah. Oh, it's just nice to know you've got that bit covered.
Absolutely.
So we're on to wooden floors now.
Yep, doesn't matter what you do, you don't need to do anything special. Now, I'm going to do one pass across there, okay? You can see it's clean, that surface.
It
but
is.
Also, it's drying. And believe me, it's not the studio lights in here or the studio heat, because there isn't any at the moment. So it's quite cold in here, so that would usually dry faster.
And you can see there. And do you know what, from where I am, you can see, it's just, you can see little dry patches just right here.
You see these bits here that is coming, So you still, I'm going to say, you know, it's getting colder in here at the moment.
There you go.
So, yeah,
How
but
about
even
that?
so.
That is absolutely fantastic. But, Bev, look, I'll hold this still. There's not a single drop.
No.
Not a single drop. And do you know what? That is, if I was using my mop and bucket, that's saturated. Best part of an hour, my house is freezing anyway. It really could be. In this temperature, in this time of the year...
Yes, absolutely.
It's a nightmare.
That's it. You
know what, you don't want to slip all over it. Obviously, let this dry, but that's dry in a fraction of the time it would take a mop and bucket.
Absolutely.
But also, look, you don't want to over-wet a wooden floor. You don't want it to warp, do you, you know? People are standing this to their baskets. Well done. You've just got enough time. How we doing? We've got about 5 minutes left on the show. 6
Where's
minutes.
that gone?
We've been here since midnight, Bev and I. 45% of the stock's now gone. Guys, well done. If everyone checks out, wow, that would be the... it's an amazing deal we've got here. All the accessories, we've done the kitchen, everything you need for a handheld and as an upright. Yes, your carpet glider's on here. It's all in the box. So you get the Vaporforce Brush, the carpet accessories, also good for your rugs and things and your mattresses. A small window cleaning accessory kit, black and red, round brushes. You've got your steam, concentrator nozzle, your spatula. Normally it's one microfibre cloth, but now it's 5, and you get the socket too, which is a little attachment for your window squeegee. But that just doubles up. Great for cushions, great for curtains, you know, your dog bed, your cat bed. Where do you like to sit? Is it on the guest bed? Is it on the end of your sofa? Well, you're all covered here. For me, it's for the floors. One of my favourite things about this, you've got the angled nozzles here. You've got lots of little attachments, which is good for a handheld. Around like where the grouting.
Yeah, down along
The edge of the sink where it meets the surface.
Yeah.
For me, the hardest bit, I'm always cleaning my hob, my kitchen hob, get a bit obsessive with it. This is so much easier to keep it streak-free. But around the edges where the hob sits on the actual kitchen surface, gets grime, get build up there. It's hard to reach with the cloth. Round hinges, toilet seat hinges and so on, it's great. So it only takes a couple of minutes to heat up then, Bev, which is really
ready to
good.
go. Normal tap water, you don't have to buy any deionized or any fancy water, just normal tap water can go in there. And you can fill it up as and when you want to as well. You don't have to wait for it to cool down to open it up. You can add water to it. You get all the tools that you need. That's the grouting tool. I find that very useful. Doesn't matter what angle you use it.
That's because it focuses that pressure.
Yeah.
That thing blasts it out, guys.
Absolutely. And don't forget, you've got one added bonus to this, I think, is that it's one of the best wallpaper strippers you'll ever buy.
Yeah, it's just so good.
And so consequently, you've got things to sanitise. Also, you know, you can't always put the toys and things in the freezer. But this has got the British Allergy Foundation seal of approval, so you can use it on your
so little
soft
toy
toys.
cars and things like that. Yeah, and like soft toys.
Yeah.
That's going to be so good to have. You know, you could do scatter cushions on the bed when they're cots. Yeah.
High chairs. Oh, and the bins. Honestly, it's so. Yeah. The big bin.
I bet your kitchen bins.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, like your food, like your little food caddies you have there too.
You know, in the kitchen bins, you know, where if you've got one of these where you put your foot on and the lid comes up, the little two hooks that hook into it, where the dirt gets into, you can blast it with the steam.
Yeah, you blast it. Get it
honestly,
it feels good, doesn't it? And actually, around like the lip of like your washing machines and so on. Actually, the drawer.
Yeah, brilliant.
There you go. We got it. Honestly, I've actually cut my hand trying to get cloth in there.
Yeah, to clean it.
I always think they're so badly designed. Those things. Like, honestly, they haven't thought that through, have they?
Yeah.
But you know what? Get steam in there.
Yeah.
The mould at the back, blast it out.
Yeah.
I think that's my #1 thing I want this for.
Dishwashers, you can clean inside the seal or around the dishwashers as
around
well.
there.
You know, where you
Blast
have
the
the tea bag Olympics and you miss and it goes everywhere. Can blast it all out. Honestly, there's so many uses for it.
Blast it down the plug hole, helps get rid of those odours and that smell. You haven't got to put bleach down there.
Inside and out.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, going through to next year, spring, like rattan furniture, you know, your covers, your cushions that might be in the attic or something. You know. Glass tables.
Caravans, you'll be opening your caravans up at Easter.
There you go. Joe, I think spring, the classic thing, isn't it? The traditional deep clean. But actually, spring is when we really try and get things sorted.
Yeah.
I'm always racing against time in spring to get the garden ready so I can just enjoy it in the summer.
Yeah,
get the furniture out, get all that thing done. But it's going to take such little time with this. That floor, pretty much all of it's dry now. The majority is now.
Hasn't it?
I'm really impressed with that. It's a little bit in the middle to the side there, but really, that's another minute or so, and it's freezing
look how
here.
that shines. There's no smears on that whatsoever.
Yeah, there you go. And then we go, no chemical cleaners, just tap water.
Yep.
And when it's finished up, just stick more tap water in it.
Yep.
Right, it's been a brilliant show. We've got about a minute left. Thank you so much. And do you know what? It's nearly 3 a.m. But you guys have been buying. And rest assured, guys, you've got a great steam cleaner here. I've seen loads of them in the past. This is fantastic. For me, it's all about the pressure of the steam. It's got to have that pressure, consistent pressure. And that's what Polti really does have. If someone's on the fence, Bev, what would be your final sort of word with this?
Are you fed up of spending a lot of money and spending all day just cleaning the kitchen? Get the steam cleaner, cut that time in half, and certainly cut the amount you spend on cleaning.
It. And also, if you are buying this now, just go to bed knowing you've just saved £120. Wow. And expect the cost interest-free using PayPal. £3 to £55.32. There's your item at the top. Go to shopontv.co.uk and get yours home. Bev, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Always love your show.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
I'll be back in a few days. Take care.